play at the next level, you can sling the football a little bit. So, they're going to come out, spread it out, and try to sling it all over the field tonight. So, ought to be interesting to see what Harrison does to try to contain that spread offense.
Last week, Mites 12 of 16, a buck 30 and a touchdown. Also on the ground for 51 yards and a touchdown as well. But when you flip the table to the defensive side of the football, Daniel, this Harrison defense is the best that they've got because their offense has lost a lot from the state championship run a year ago. They're going to be led by the linebacker Marcus Blazard.
Yeah, last week had a really good week. 8 tackles, a tackle for loss, and 2 sacks. Look for him to be causing some havoc. Kind of the signal caller for the Hoya defense. And then, of course, you've got Jay Ziegler. I believe he's the right cornerback.
One of the cornerbacks.
Yeah.
We've got him listed as left, but he's probably going to be on best wide receiver, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine he pretty much patrols the best threat. Like you said, we talked about a little bit earlier, just looks like a really special kid. Just kind of stands out from the rest of them.
Yeah, that kid that I would imagine he's going to be shadowing is Austin Colon. He went 99 yards and a touchdown last week from Brady Mites. Also, Nick Charles on the defensive side for the Hoyas, 5 tackles from a defensive end slot in the 3-4. We flipped the script to the other side of the football where Harrison's offense, they've got 5 seniors across the offensive line, Keith, all seniors like I mentioned, but coming into the year, no starts out of any of the 5, having to replace the entire offensive line. Running the wing T, though, it's pretty much plug and play in the offensive line.
Yeah, I'm sure that these seniors that are starting on the offensive line, I'm sure they probably got quite a bit of playing time last year as juniors. So, and like I said, when you're running the wing T, you can plug and play and be able to still do what you've done last year to get you to the state championship and actually win the state championship. So, it's going to be, I think a very good ball game here tonight, just watching both offenses go against both defenses.
Now, as we watch them warm up, though, they're in the shotgun set, but running a lot of wing T principles. We just saw the buck sweeper in there. There was a question of who was going to be the quarterback for Harrison. Was it going to be Jacob Walling, the junior, who got the nod last week against Allatoona, or the senior Trip Richardson? Trip Richardson taking all the first-team snaps. He came into the game last week, guys, 2 for 3 for 84 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown was a 78-yard touchdown pass on his first play from scrimmage. Also, Blazard will be in the backfield. Jay Ziegler in the backfield for Harrison. On the defensive side for North Forsyth, Daniel, it's going to be the nose guard Chris Herrick, who really got things going for North Forsyth last week.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at stats from 4 sacks, 3 to close the game. So, it's just a different level he was able to bring it to there when the game was close. Anytime you've got a nose guard that's causing that kind of havoc, it just sets up the rest of your defense for so much more success. When you have to take 2, maybe even 3 guys to try to block a defensive lineman.
That opens up your linebacker.
Yeah, your linebacker, that's the linebacker's best friend.
Yeah.
And then, you look to the right of him, he's got a number 52, Dylan Lurie, who's got an offer by LaGrange, so another guy who can play some football. And then in North Forsyth's back secondary, they've got Jamal Lewis, who's got another SEC offer from Tennessee. So we're going to have a couple of kids who we're going to be seeing playing on Saturdays.
It's just, we've said it numerous times. It's big kid football when you step up to 6'8".
Yeah, I'm kind of giddy, to see.
We all are.
Yeah,
Christmas
Christmas in September. It's 2 very, very good 6A football teams, and when you run out that much talent, like I said, regardless if it's NAIA or Power 5 program, when you've got kids that's going on to the next level to play college football or have the opportunity, I'm so excited to get this thing underway.
Well, as we get ready to wrap up the Bamboo Car Wash pregame report, we're going to have an interview. Tim Whitmire sat down with Robert Kraft earlier in the week to get his thoughts on this game. So we'll let you hear that interview and then take a commercial break. When we return, we'll look at the Millsfield scoreboard, all the games going on around the Northeast Georgia region, and we'll get you ready for our favorite segment, as well. It's North Forsyth and Harrison as we finish up the Bamboo Car Wash pregame report with Tim Whitmire and Robert Kraft.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks the 19-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. On September 11, 2001, 4 planes were hijacked. The hijackers then deliberately flew 3 of the planes into 2 important buildings: the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York. The 4th plane crashed into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The loss of life and damage that these hijackings caused formed the biggest act of terrorism ever on United States soil. Nearly 3,000 people died in the attacks, and the economic impact was immense. The attacks stoked the patriotic spirit within many Americans, much like the attack on Pearl Harbor did 79 years ago. September 11th has been designated Patriot Day, and today we observe a moment of silence to honor and remember the lives lost on that fateful day 19 years ago.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our annual Salute to the Military football game. The North Forsyth family has a long history of respecting and recognizing our military veterans and their families. We are proud of our 12 faculty members who are veterans and our over 400 graduates who have volunteered to serve in the military. This evening we're being joined by veterans of all services and by the command element of our Marine Corps JROTC program. We would like to introduce them now. First, we have Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Andrea Adams, Cadet Major Owen Taylor, Cadet Sergeant Major Joshua Greenway, the NFHS MCJROTC program instructors are Chief Warrant Officer 3, C.K. Villaroo, Master Gunnery Sergeant Randy Merritt, and Gunnery Sergeant Snook, all of whom are retired Marines with almost 80 years of active duty experience. Our school's JROTC program has been selected as a National Naval Honor School for the past 15 consecutive years and has been ranked as the best Marine JROTC program in the Southeast for 4 out of the past 7 years. The drill team, color guard, rifle team, and Raider Challenge physical fitness team have consistently earned invitations to the national levels of competition. Cadets have annually performed over 1,200 hours of community service, and for the past 15 consecutive years, graduating cadets have received ROTC scholarships or military academy appointments. North Forsyth High School is proud of our great nation and her military. We will continue honoring our heroes through the presentation of the most coveted jersey. From 1996 through 1999, the number 40 flashed through Raider Valley on the jersey of Jack Snook. Jack was in every way a Raider. He was a 3-time All-County, 3-time All-Area, and nominated Georgia North-South All-Star Game. Jack to date holds 3 track records for the Raider Nation, 1 in relay and 2 individual. After 1 season at Georgia Southern, Jack followed his dad's footsteps and enlisted into the United States Marine Corps. He was one of many responders to the events of September 11th. He served 4 years and completed 1 tour in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom and progressed to the rank of sergeant. Upon returning home, he planned to become a firefighter and an EMT. On April 3rd, 2005, his life was tragically cut short, and shortly after his passing, the number 40 was retired from Raider football. Then in 2007, a new tradition began. Jack Snook's number 40 has been awarded to one player who epitomizes what it means to be a Raider. It is an award of strength, character, as well as leadership on and off the field. This evening, Jack's daughter Mallory, Jack's mother Tricia, Jack's father Gunnery Sergeant Jack Snook, who is one of our MCROTC instructors, and his extended family will present the number 40 to senior Tucker Todd, who is joined by his sister Emma, his brother Hunter, and his mother Joanna and father Brian. We want to say thank you to the Snook family for allowing Jack's presence to remain as part of the Raider tradition. We also want to thank the Todd family for raising a young man with such high character, work ethic, and leadership skills. Our school has always held veterans in high esteem, and we would now like to recognize our veterans and their families by playing a medley of the service songs of our 5 military branches. If you are a veteran, please rise as your service song is played.
Get break 3 and go straight to that if they start marching the colors across here. We've got a big crowd here on hand tonight, guys. I mean, you look to our left, and the student section here at North Forsyth is deep.
Yes.
Somewhat socially distanced.
Instead of 6 foot, it's 6 inches.
Yeah. But I mean, you expect big crowds for home games. You know, this is what brings the community together, especially Friday nights in the fall. And when you haven't been together for so long, this is exactly where you want. I say this is exactly where I want to be on a Friday night.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like you said, it was so much uncertainty to start out the year, and you know, the kids being able to come together just a couple of weeks before kicking off last Friday night, and it's just great to be back and watch high school football in the state of Georgia.
Well, we are going to skip that break 3. We're going to get straight into the pick'em segment, as we know the colors are going to march across at any moment now, so we'll get started with pick'em, and when we have to send a break, we'll send a break. As we all know, this is our favorite segment here on the pregame show. Keith, a 2-time defending champion, Daniel. We got to do something about it this year.
Yeah, might as well, you know.
The streak continues.
And this year, it will be based on winning percentage, because there are some weeks that Keith will be with Brandon Bennett doing his thing, and, you know, Daniel will be away as we get closer to the end of the season with middle school basketball starting. So we'll have to kind of, you know, do it off winning percentage as opposed to, you know, total number of games won. I think that's the only fair way to do it.
Correct.
So let's start here, and Keith, as the defending champion, you can go first. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up to the headliner on ESPNU. So we'll start with White County at Hart County. The Warriors taking their first trip of the year after they host Stevens last week, and J. Ben Haynes and crew going to look to try and do some things against probably a much tougher defense than they saw last week against Stevens.
Yeah, correct. It's no secret that White County this year is coming out, and they are a very senior-laden team and have quite a bit of talent. I know J. Ben has several offers throughout the southeastern United States, and you know, it's they're going to be a force in this new Region 7 AAA, and when you travel first game of the year and you're traveling to a team like Hart County, and they have one phenomenal running back at Hart County that's got major Power 5 offers. I think, it's going to be a pretty good ball game. But with the spread offense, I'm going to go out on a limb and take White County.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm going to take White, too. I think they're going to be on a little bit of a revenge tour. Last year, probably the best team in 4A did not make the playoffs.
Oh, correct.
Kind of drew the short end of the straw there.
Last 2 years.
With that region.
Yeah.
So I think, like you say, getting into this new region, like you said, a bunch of seniors in that group. I think that they're going to have a really good year, and I expect them to stay on track and go 2-0 this week.
I'll go White County as well. By the way, I wanted to get everybody's opinion on this. We got my dad's opinion last week and my opinion as well. Who wins 7 AAA this year? I've got Cherokee Bluff.
My early 2 favorites to play for the region championship, I have White County and Cherokee Bluff.
So who do you think wins?
And I think with what White County has, no pun to Tommy Jones, he's still in it's his 3rd year at Cherokee Bluff. He's still rebuilding the program down there, has great talent, got, the transfer from Riverside who is committed to Kansas, a stud of a running back. I just think with White County's spread offense, I think White County wins the region.
Yeah, I'm not really quite sure what White's got on defensive side of the ball, but I mean, they got so many weapons. Just thinking back watching them last year, I mean, it didn't matter who they threw it to. I mean, it could have been Cooper, it could be
Dockery,
it
could be.
There's just J. Ben's got tons of weapons. They can spread the wealth around, and that's what makes you dangerous.
Yep.
Like you talk about the Cherokee Bluffs got that one kid, and they've obviously got some more.
Yep.
But I'm with you, Keith. I think that offense is going to be a force of nature this year, and I don't see them losing too many games. So I'm going with White.
Yeah, and like I said, I've got Cherokee Bluff. The 3 favorites coming out on paper were Cherokee Bluff, White County, and Dawson County. Of course, Dawson with the loss against Cass, that kind of puts a chink in the armor for the Tigers. But it's a Tiger team that has Sid Maxwell as their head coach, and I don't put anything past Dawson County in that respect. A quick look at the Millsfield scoreboard before we head to our 90-second national anthem break. Washington 4, Atlanta 0 as Juan Soto with an RBI single.
It's early.
It is early. The Braves like to stage these comebacks. So we'll take our 90-second break for the national anthem. When we return, we'll finish up the pick'em segment. We'll have captains, keys to the game, and kickoff all coming up after this. It's North Forsyth and Harrison coming up on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Performing tonight's national anthem is the North Forsyth High School Chorus.
That offense.
keeping it going, Keith. North Hall is at Stevens County. Stevens County, of course, the loss to White County last week. North Hall having to rebuild a lot. They hit the road after a Saturday game, so I would say a short turnaround, but of course nobody practices over the weekend like the NFL does.
Yeah, correct. Stevens County, for some reason, has kind of hit a lull the last couple of years and had a rough sled of it, and I think North Hall's wing T attack gets back on track tonight. North Hall with a win.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what happened to Stevens County. The year was 2013.
I know. Yeah, a heartbreak. Yeah.
And the mighty Indians of Lumpkin County went into the reservation and took them down. Yeah, they've never been the same since.
Yeah.
Going North Hall.
Yeah, North Hall wins that one closer than the experts think, as one Lee Corso would say. But North Hall does get that win. East Hall at West Hall. This is an interesting game because West Hall returning a lot, and from what people are saying out of Oakwood, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with a little bit when you talk about Region 7 AAA. And, of course, East Hall, they put up points.
Yeah, I mean, East Hall, returns their starting quarterback in Cleet Cooper, and they run that spread offense like a lot of high schools have went to. And I think they go into West Hall tonight and pick up a W.
Yeah, I mean, East Hall, they're going to put up probably 50.
I think East Hall wins this game. I think it's one of those that we see a score that's absolutely ridiculous. And as we're driving back north on 400, we're going to be listening to that one on our friends at Jacobs Media, waiting on who has the ball last. I think East Hall has the ball last and wins the game, but it is truly going to be who's the last team touching the football within, reason. Of course, if somebody gets the ball with 30 seconds left, I don't think they win. But
yeah.
The last meaningful possession wins the game. Cherokee Bluff is at Chestatee as Tommy Jones's team hits the road for the first time after a thrashing of Johnson last week.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cherokee Bluff. Like I said earlier, they had the kid that's moved in from Riverside who is a Kansas commit, and when Les Miles comes from Kansas to Flowery Branch and gets a kid, the kid can play. But Chestatee, on the other hand, has a quarterback in Kristen Charles that has multiple offers from, I think, a lot of power schools. Virginia Tech comes to mind, and some others. So ought to be a very good ball game. I think Tommy Jones has just a little bit more than Cherokee tonight, so I'm going with the Bluff.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bluff, too. I think might be a little closer game. I think Bluff pulls away in the second half.
Give me the athletes that they have at Cherokee Bluff over Chestatee, who I think is still trying to figure themselves out. I'm pretty sure they got that 4 seed from White County last year, correct?
Yep.
But they're still having to figure themselves out because that was such a tough region, and they've had a couple coaching changes over the past couple of years. Not head coaching changes, but coordinator changes. So that one going to be an interesting one to watch. From a distance, that one in Murrayville. Flowery Branch is at Dawson. Of course, Tim Whitmire and Brandon Bennett on the call right now. They are up at Tiger Stadium. Keith.
I think, hats off to Sid Maxwell. He has probably went out and put one of the toughest non-region schedules, opening with Cass, and then now playing for Flowery Branch tonight.
They got South next week,
got
right?
South next week. Then they schedule Northview after that, and then they open region play with White County. So, hats off to Sid Maxwell for putting this schedule together. But, when you bring in a 6A school, or is a branch moved up to 7?
I think there's just 6.
I think they may have even dropped to 5.
Well, regardless, you've got a 5, 6, or 7 playing a 3A school just like they did last weekend, and I just think that Flowery Branch has a little bit more firepower than the Tigers do.
Yeah, I mean, as a head coach, you like a test early. You like to see where your team's at. But like you say, when you bring in it's just like we see on this field right here, guys. I mean,
100 kids.
So many more. It's just a bigger pool to choose from.
Yep.
So I've got the Branch. I think their firepower will put Dawson away.
Branch, but close. Tiger Stadium, a tough place to play for any team.
Yes, it is.
Sid Maxwell has made that such a fortress that I would think Dawson is in that game in the fourth quarter. But Flowery Branch will pull away. Now the one that we've all kept our eye on all throughout this week. It's nationally televised with two outstanding quarterbacks, Gunnar Stockton at Rabun and Brock Vandegrift at Prince Avenue Christian. They butt heads up in Tiger at Rabun County. J-Bo Shaw's first year as head coach of Rabun County, taking over for his father Lee. And I think this is number 1 versus number 2.
It is.
Is Rabun single A now?
Rayburn is ranked number 1 in public single. No, Rayburn is double A. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so Rabun's
They're
number 1 in
double
double A,
A.
and Prince Avenue's number 2 in A single or in A private.
They're number 1 in A private.
They're number 1 in A private. So that
I saw an interview. I think they're 2. They were talking to. Regardless,
they may be number 2 in single A as a whole.
Maybe that's
when
what
you
it was.
combine public and private, that may be what it is. But anyway, an outstanding game just south of the North Carolina border on ESPNU. That at 8 p.m. kick if you want to tune into that, Keith.
Yeah, like I said, when you've got ESPN coming to Tiger, Georgia, to watch these two gunslingers sling it from sideline to sideline and end zone to end zone, it's would probably be a game worth trying to get a ticket for. I know.
Good luck, 50%.
Yeah, I know that they've been cut to only 50%, so I'm sure there'll be people. They may be sitting on top of the school trying to get a look at this ball game.
What'd you say on the drive down here? Deer stands?
Deer stands, climbing up trees next to the stadium, anything to get a glimpse of these two young men that's going to go under center tonight for their respective schools. And, like I said, it would be a game just to turn on the TV, which I do have the DVR recording this as we speak. So, but I'm going to have to go out on a limb, and I'm going to take Prince Avenue on this one. Just by what Brock Vandegrift has brought to Prince Avenue since his freshman year and grown to, one of the top-rated dual-threat quarterbacks in the nation. And I've seen Gunnar Stockton play since he was in middle school at Rayburn County, and phenomenal talent as well. But I think Prince Avenue goes up to Tiger, even though the Tiger has only lost, it's either 3 or 4 ball games in the last 5 years in Clayton, Georgia. Yeah, I think Brock Vandegrift goes in and wins this game tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a matchup that we're going to see for 3 or 4 more years on Saturdays.
Yeah.
With Stockton just recently committing to South Carolina, and of course Vandegrift, the Georgia commit. Like you say, I mean these two, just gunslingers. That's just the perfect way to put it.
And not only can throw it, but they can beat you on the ground as well. Both of them had big nights last week, not only throwing the ball, but rushing the ball. So they're both – there's a reason why both of them is ranked so high as a dual-threat quarterback.
Yeah. And as a Georgia fan, I'm stoked to get Vandegrift in there. But, it's like you say, Tiger, Georgia, that is a very difficult place to play. You just don't see Rabun in the past couple of years. They don't lose at home. That's just not something you see. But I'm kind of with you, Keith. I think just I think Vandegrift, and I think there's going to be a little bit too much. I think this might come back down to who has the ball last type of thing, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I think Vandegrift and whatever they are. What's their mascot?
Prince Avenue Wolverines.
Yep, the Wolverines.
I think they get that touchdown less than a minute. But like you say, I mean, if you want a nationally televised high school football game, this is one to have.
Well, this is the state to have it in, too. You've got Buford. You've got Harrison. You've got, as Harrison takes the field with 4 minutes left, North Forsyth hasn't even made their way to the helmet. The Hoyas on the field. I'm taking Rabun. I've got to go different at least once to try and get an early lead. You said it, Keith. It's such a tough place to play. Rabun's only lost 3 or 4 games in the last 5 years in Clayton at Tiger. A very, very tough place to play. Give me Rabun County, but right at the end. I'd love to see Brock Vandegrift get the win. I hope I'm wrong on that because I can't wait for him to show up at Georgia too. But I'm going to hedge my bets and go with the home team in this one because J-Bo Shaw has a team at Raven, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, I just found some information. Prince Avenue is ranked number 3 in Class A private.
Okay.
And Rayburn County is ranked number 1 in AA.
Okay, so but even still, top 10.
Yes.
It's a top 10 matchup.
Yes.
I don't care classifications or what. I'd be willing to say Raven can compete with a lot of teams in the state regardless of size.
Correct. They're slowly turning into what Buford was in the mid-90s to early 2000s. Didn't care if they was a AA, AAA, 4A. Sign me up. We'll play anybody anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the culture they've built up there.
Yes, Lee. Really, I mean, when Rayburn got Lee Shaw to come back home to his alma mater, and he started building that program just like he done at White County. When he took over at White County, had a very successful run at White County. Then went to Flower Branch and started the school from scratch and turned them into, which he had 2 pretty good quarterbacks there for about 6, 7, 8 years, with both his sons who were phenomenal. One, J-Bo, of course, playing at Georgia Tech and finishing at Georgia Southern, and Connor going to South Carolina.
And playing some in the NFL.
Yes, it's going to be a game to watch.
Well, this has been your Bales Financial Group pregame show as the captains are on the field. North Forsyth won the toss and has deferred to the second half, which means Harrison will take the football. Captains going out to the center, or number 54, Max Bryant for North Forsyth, number 55, Cole Simmer for Harrison. Harrison will receive and move from right to left on your radio dials. That's from, let's say, east to west, and then North Forsyth will move from west to east and defend the end zone to our left. Harrison already on the field in their white jerseys and green pants and chrome green hats. North Forsyth about to run out of that black helmet on the far side as we look at it in the purple jerseys with the white pants and white hats. Keys to the game for North Forsyth, we'll start with you, Daniel.
I think get off to a good start. Anytime that you've got the defending state champions coming into your house, you want to get a good start. Maybe get some early points on the board, kind of show them that you can play with them. And then defensively, I think the key is going to be trying to stop Ziegler. I don't think there's any doubt that he's their go-to guy. So they've definitely been watching a lot of film on him. They know what to do, and it's just a matter of executing it.
Keith, your keys to the game.
Yeah, North Forsyth has got to be able to control the ball, limit the number of turnovers, and, play their style of football that they've gone accustomed to playing the last couple of years here. And for Harrison, like Daniel said, containing number 1, looks like he will probably tote the rock quite a few times for Harrison. And, North Forsyth just got to be patient on defense and not give up the big plays.
For me, it's the special teams game. You've got to be able to keep Harrison from getting their kicker, number 90, Christian Lowry, on the field. We saw him in warm-ups kicking 55-yard field goals. If you can keep him on the sidelines, that means you're doing good things on the defensive side of the football to keep Harrison from even scoring points. Again, North Forsyth will be in the purple with the white hats, white pants. Harrison in the road whites, green pants, and them chrome green helmets that look black right now, but if they get the right sunlight, they look green. Picture Oregon's chrome green helmets. North Forsyth again will kick things off. For them, it will be Josh Swearingen to boot it away. Back deep to return will be Marquez Owens, as well as the aforementioned Jay Ziegler. Actually, it's not going to be Swearingen. It'll be Will Peltz to boot it away for the Raiders. Raiders and Hoyas right here on NGSL to the Deuce. Glad you've decided to join us. Walker McCreary here high above the 45-yard line at Raider Valley, joined as always by Keith Holman and Daniel McCreary. Guys, great to be back with you in the booth. It's been a long time coming, 6 months. We've been in isolation. I said it last week, March 12th, the world shut down. September 4th, we're playing football. September 11th, we are back together.
Yeah, we've not been on broadcast since basketball.
No, we haven't. So here's Peltz. Short run up. It's going to be a pooch kick to the near side.
That's trouble.
Oh.
Ball on the ground. No, it was going to be caught by number 20. That's Deuce Shabazz.
and Deuce runs right into number 11.
Yeah, that's Dylan Beasley who's shaken up on the play. He was coming up to try and make the catch. It'll be Harrison football to start things off on the 39-yard line, and our first chance, it looks like, to see Trip Richardson. We talked about him in pregame. He went 2 for 3 last week, 84 yards and a touchdown, 5'11", 175, a senior for the Hoyas. They're going to huddle things up, slow down. It's not often you see this type of football. Trying to slow things down, and now Harrison will have the ball in the near hash, 1st and 10. Wing back to either side. Receiver is to the near side. That's Marquez Owens. Richardson under center, motion across, snap. They're going to pitch it out wide to Akhenaten Shabazz.
Oh, number 7 there, Patrick Corrigan, just come flying in from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
No gain on the play for Shabazz. Corrigan 6'1", 210.
Good-looking youngin.
Yeah, as we look here near side, we got number 13, Jamal Lewis, which is the cornerback who's got the offer from Tennessee, and press coverage one-on-one out here. So I think that's something to watch as we get through.
Shotgun set, a receiver to either side. Richardson takes the snap, hands off to Ziegler, trying to go first man through. He's hit for no gain. Raiders doing a great job defensively. Again, Corrigan was there, as well as that looks like number 38, Colin Blackwell, coming up from that safety spot.
I'm beginning to like this Patrick Corrigan. He's read the ball twice. Perfect, Walker, from his linebacker position.
3rd and 10, and now we see Harrison in a situation that they're not liking. 3rd and long. Trips to the near side. That's offense left. Snap to Richardson. Straight drop. Has some time. Sets. Throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Marquez Owens, but the pressure was coming again, Keith.
Number 7. Yeah. He's making an early statement for player of the game on the defensive side for North Forsyth.
So quick 3 and out.
Yeah, he came off the left edge right there, untouched. Number 10, the quarterback, just lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky to get rid of the ball soon, because if he'd have held on to it for another second, we might have been looking at a scoop and score.
So Christian Lowry will come on to punt the ball away for Harrison. Dropping back to receive the punt will be Tucker Hartsfield, the senior. He will put his toes on about the 15, 14-yard line, somewhere in there. Lowry last week, 5 punts, 40.2 yards on average.
That can flip a field real quick.
Ooh. And there might be a flag.
No.
No flag.
Good. Not.
Punts away, caught by Hartsfield at about the 11. He called for a fair catch, or rather the 16. He called for a fair catch. That looked like a quick jump, but I guess it was perfectly timed. So this is our first chance to see North Forsyth on offense, Keith, and Brady Mites will lead the Raiders on offense.
Yeah, Brady Mites fixing to come out here with a spread offense that Coach Robert Kraft loves to run, and they were able to put up quite a few points last weekend out of this offense, so this ought to be very interesting.
They trot them out. You're going to have Hartsfield on the field as well as James Pontius as wideouts on the near side. Well, actually, they'll split one to either side now. Shotgun set, Mites in the backfield. He's got a fullback and a running back with him that looks like Tucker Todd and maybe Jared Lucero. It is Jared Lucero, one of their captains. Now they'll shift the formation. Tight end moves to the right side. Snap. Read option. They'll hand off to Lucero. Lucero almost had it stripped away from him, but he'll go out to about the 21-yard line. Pick up of about 4 on the play for the Raiders before being tackled there by a host of Hoyas led by number 27, Holden Trice. No huddle for North Forsyth. It'll be second and about 5. Raiders have twins to the left side of offense. Mites in the shotgun trying to read the offense. Moves a man across to the right side. That's the wing back in Tucker Todd. Snap. Play action. Looking. Pressure. He's going to try and get away from it. He's brought down fumble on the play. And Harrison will pick it up. It's going to be number 15, Charles Remy, recovering the fumble. And Harrison with great field position looking to punch it in just 2 minutes into this game.
Yeah, and that was one of my keys to the game, that North Forsyth had to limit the turnovers and not let the Hoyas gain an extra position, and that's just what happened right there.
Yeah, he came around on the blind side, Never saw the defender coming from the back, tried to make a move to avoid the near side defensive lineman, and in the game, just a great job there by the Hoyas to strip that ball and to get onto it before it got out of bounds.
9:55 to play first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Hoyas. Shotgun set for Tripp Richardson. Tight formation with most of the offense for the Hoyas. They've got a single receiver split out far right. Now empty backfield.
And a quick timeout.
Timeout by Matt Dickman. The head coach of the Hoyas did not like how they were set up. We'll take this opportunity to take a 30-second break as well. Back after this on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Raider Valley here in North Forsyth, and Harrison, Coach Matt Dickerson had to call a quick timeout there after the fumble, and now take that, Walker, to no spring football.
Shotgun set. Richardson sends a man in motion. They go with Ziegler coming out of the backfield. He makes a few men miss and gets inside the 10-yard line. Enough for a first down, gain of about 11 before North Forsyth's able to bring him down, give the tackle to Peyton Wagner, among others. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Hoyas inside the old Dad Wings red zone.
Yeah. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, there was a couple wimpy little tacklers there that tried to arm tackle him. Just a nice little jump cut and was able to scurry on down for a first down.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to arm tackle number 1, Jay Ziegler.
1st and goal from the 9. Another man motion across. This time they'll hand it off to Jared Montour. Montour on the jet sweep, trying to get to the end zone. North Forsyth stands up after a pickup of about 6 yards down to the 3. Tackled by an army of Raiders, led by 54. That's Max Bryant. Will be 2nd and goal from the 3. Sun setting.
Thank goodness.
Can actually see that into the field. 2nd and goal. Shot or under center, it'll be a power backfield. Looks like the power T. Snap. Handoff. Nothing. Gain of about 1 yard on the play there. I think that was Akhenaten Shabazz.
The big fullback. A junior.
Was that 6 or was that 9?
Was Montour.
It was 9. Okay, so Jared Montour on the carry. They're going to say no gain. Well, gain of a yard down to the 2. The box hasn't moved to the 2 yet. 3rd down and goal. Quickly to the ball.
Yeah, I think this is probably 4-down territory.
Richardson under center. Snap. He'll hand off to the fullback going through. That's Blazard. Blazard not going to be able to get there, I don't think. We're still waiting on the sign.
I ain't seen no. Yeah, 4th down.
4th and goal from the 6-inch line. Look at how close that is to the goal line. 8 minutes to play here in the first period. Decision time for Matt Dickman. I don't think there's much of a decision to be had.
10 wedge.
4th and goal from the 6-inch line. Richardson will drop under center. Snap. He lost the football. Did he get in, though? That's the question.
We'll see who comes up with the football.
Oh,
that's going to be a touchback. North Forsyth comes up with it, and they get out of their own end zone in the way.
Wow.
What a stand by the Raiders.
When I seen the big beanbag fly.
So the Raiders not only, Keith, get the fumble and a turnover in that respect, they also land on it in the end zone, so they get to come out to the 20.
Correct.
What a chain of events
and that's
there.
a big stand for the defense for North Forsyth.
7:44 to play here in the first quarter, and North Forsyth, out of the shadow of their own goalpost, get to take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it wasn't looking too bright there for North Forsyth after a fumble deep in their own end zone, or in their own territory, but the defense was able to kind of bail out the offense with their own turnover.
So 1st and 10. Might's back out there. Haven't seen him try to throw the ball yet today. Only 2 plays on offense. They split twins to either side. Now put the man in motion. That's Tucker Todd. Still waiting on the snap. Mites now takes the snap. Hand off to the first man through. That's Lucero. Lucero fighting forward across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play before being tackled there by, I believe that's number 99, Nick Charles.
Yep.
Nick Charles, 5 tackles last week, 6'2", 225, junior for the Hoyas. It'll be second down and about 4. North Forsyth quickly to the football. Twins to the left, single receiver right. Mites. Still waiting on the snap, now gets it. Reads, play action, look over the middle, pass is caught, Tucker Todd. Tucker Todd across the 35 to the 37-yard line, pickup of 11 on the play. First pass attempt for Mites and a first down, Keith, for North Forsyth.
Yeah, good play call there. The tight end was just able to go out, sit down, find a little space, and pick up the first down.
So the ball at the 37-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Mites trying to get this offense humming. 6:50 and counting in the first period. Trips right, trips left, single receiver right. Mites takes the snap from the gun. Straight pass the whole way. Pass is caught over the middle. A lot of space to work with. First down and more for the receiver.
Number 9.
That's number 8, Tucker Hartsfield. Hartsfield with a nice gain out to the 50, pickup of 13.
Look like the same play run on the other side. Tight end just goes out, sits down in between the zone, picks up the ball, picks up an easy first down.
This North Forsyth offense starting to move down the field. Now they go with a heavier formation, a receiver to either side, wing back and tight end in the formation. They move from right to left. Mites tells his receiver to get off the ball on the far side. That's Hartsfield. Now Mites takes the snap, hands off to Lucero. Lucero trying to carry left side, has a blocker, a great block out there by Hartsfield.
Oh, and the flag comes.
Hoya territory as that flag came in from the
secondary.
Yeah, it's a 7-yard gain on the play, but let's check the penalty.
Pretty good arm from the official there.
It's going to be a hold on North Forsyth. So the 7 yards still counts. But then the 10-yard penalty will back it up to the the hold was way behind the was behind the line of scrimmage. So the 7 yards doesn't count because the penalty was behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 11-yard penalty. When all said and done, it'll be 1st and 21. So 1st and 21 for North Forsyth, twins to either side. Hoya defense moving around. And another flag.
Got to limit the penalties.
It'll be a false start.
Number 8.
Hartsfield, the
little ancient.
Aggrieved. And now it'll be 1st and 26, and this is not where North Forsyth wants to be, especially how well they were moving the football.
Yeah, like you said, they had this thing in drive, and they were moving down the field at ease, and
that's
then
in reverse.
Shot themselves in the foot.
1st and long. Snap. They'll hand off to the running back. That is number 15, Austin Colon. They'll lose a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and even further. 27 now.
Yeah. I think he should have just hit the hole. He kind of stopped and was trying to find a blocker, and that gives the defense time to react.
North Forsyth trips to the near side. That's offense right, single receiver left. 5:15 to play, first quarter, still scoreless. Mites in the gun. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Good block out in front of him. Pass is caught by Hartsfield. Can he stay in bounds? He can. Takes a nasty hit at the 43-yard line. A good pickup there of 10 to make it 3rd and a little more manageable. It'll still be 3rd and long, but a good play there to get it to where you at least have a shot.
Yeah, that was number 31, Trenton Haigberg from Harrison that come in and laid a pretty good hit there.
A junior, 5'11", 185. 3rd and about, call it 17. Twins to either side for Brady Mites and company. The Raiders moving from left to right. They don't get anywhere close on the play clock. We do have play clocks on the field here at Raider Valley. Is a timeout going to be called by Robert Kraft and the Raiders as they try and get something drawn up here on 3rd and 17. We'll take a 30-second break. Back after this, North Georgia Sports Link.
Early in the drive, 2 out of the 3 plays they ran, they picked up first downs. Then they had another near first down that was drawn back thanks to a holding call. And then they backed that up with another penalty and just really shot themselves in the foot this drive. But now they found themselves with a 3rd and 17. We'll see what they can do.
They go twins to both sides. The running back in the backfield is Lucero. Mites at quarterback. Take the snap out of the shotgun. 3-step drop, 3-man rush. Look over the middle. Pass is almost intercepted. Marquez Owens going back in coverage to defend on Austin Colon, who was Mites' favorite target a week ago, and that'll force the punting unit to come on for North Forsyth.
Yeah, just good defense there. Safety was over the top, so it's been a really tight window to try to fit that ball into, and a good job there by the cornerback to deflect that, and it fell harmlessly and complete.
So on to punt is Peyton Wagner. The senior back deep will be Marquez Owens. Good snap. Pressure coming and a line drive kick. Owens will receive it at the 27-yard line. Has some blockers in front of him. And fans in front of us want to hold or a block in the back. They're not going to get it as the return comes out to the 40-yard line. And that's where Harrison will take over 1st and 10 with 4:46 to play. It's a good thing that we don't have the window open because the man sitting in front of us was not having a fun time with it.
He was not very happy on that. And usually when a kid's running with his hands up, there's usually a block in the back.
Sign.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Richardson back out at quarterback for the Hoyas. Again, he took over for Jacob Walling, who got the nod last week. Snap, handoff to Montour on the ball's loose. Ball's still loose. Just fall on it there, and finally Austin Colon will fall on it. Another turnover on the fumble for Harrison, and North Forsyth back in business, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you wanted from a defense is to come in and create some turnovers. And the second time that the ball's been coughed up, and North Forsyth's been able to recover both fumbles.
And that was Montour trying to get loose, and he looked like he was about to get loose, but the ball just not able to stick to his hands.
Yeah, I think if he'd had one more step, he may have took that one to the house. But somebody come in, was able to strip the ball and get the turnover.
So North Forsyth back in action here. Let's see if the Raiders can get things going. 4:39 left in the first. Putting a man in motion from left to right. Now twins to the right for the Raiders. Snap. Mites, hands off to Lucero. Lucero trying to fight forward. He's going to gain about 2 yards on the play. The Hoyas coming up with the stop. That's Marcus Blazard with his nose in there. The middle linebacker who we talked a lot about in pregame, Daniel.
I'm trying to do math over here.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a gain of 2. That's pretty easy math there. Oh, you're going back to the last drive that you're trying to work on. Okay. 2nd down and 8. Daniel, of course, doing our stats this year as he has since joining our broadcast team. 2nd and 8. Mites takes the snap. Hands off again to Lucero. Lucero spins out of one tackle, and he's brought down hard by Nick Charles. No gain on the play for Lucero. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. This is a big game in the 6A classification. A lot of coverage here. Of course, 680 The Fan on the call as well, but the only place you can hear the North Forsyth game in Coal Mountain, it's right here on the North Georgia Sports Link. Can't hear 680 The Fan. Of course, Harrison's broadcast team, we see them across the field. Thanks to them for allowing me to have the opportunity to catch up and learn some stuff about the Hoyas. 3rd and 8, Mites, no pressure. Flips it out wide to Tucker Todd. Todd trying to get to midfield. He'll be close to a first down, depends on the spot. They mark it right at the Harrison 49-yard line. I think that's all they had to get was nose of the football. And they do move the chains, a first down, a good 3rd down conversion there.
Just snuck the tight end out here in the flat and was able just to throw a little pitch and catch and pick up the first down.
And Daniel, isn't that a nice commodity to have some tight ends that can just leak out into the flats?
Yeah, it really is. You have so much attention put on the receivers. You just sneak somebody out in the flat for a nice, easy completion. Makes it easy on a quarterback.
Mites flips the formation, both tight ends to the left side of the offense, a receiver to either side. Snap, handoff Lucero. Lucero trying to find the left side, cuts it upfield off the tackle. He'll pick up 2 yards on the play. Tackle made there by 63, Nick Springer. For the Hoyas, it'll be 2nd and about 8. This Lucero kid running the ball extremely well, Keith.
Yeah, he's a hard-nosed runner. He's patient behind his offensive line, and that was proven right there where he just waited a few seconds, seen the crease there in his offensive line, able to pick up 2 yards.
6'1", 210, a senior out of the backfield. Imagine he's getting some looks. Runs the ball real well. 2nd and 8. Snap, quick drop. It's actually going to be a quarterback draw. Mites gets across for the first down. That's a great job by the senior quarterback, Mites, a pickup of 8 on the quarterback draw, and he had the running back Lucero right out in front of him.
Yeah, that was great blocking up front, but also as we got a man down here.
That's like big number 84. No?
60-something, I think.
Maybe 64, Eli Tompkins.
Yeah, 64.
Anyway, continue with what you were saying, Daniel.
That cap. So what were we talking about? Oh, quarterback sneak or draw.
Draw. Yeah.
It goes back to lane discipline for those defensive linemen too. They were quick to get up the field, trying to rush the passer, and a great play call there, taking advantage of some overeager pass rushers.
Yeah, and the pass rush for Harrison has been pretty stellar off the edge. When you think about how Nick Charles has gotten upfield, Nick Springer's been in on a few tackles, and this 3-4, they have a lot of people coming off the outside, those outside linebackers as well.
Yeah, it's like North Forsyth just being patient, trying to draw the outside linebackers up into the line of scrimmage, and that's where they've been able to be successful at hitting the little tiny end drop down in the middle of the field. So North Forsyth's being patient. They're not in no hurry, and they're just taking what the defense is giving them.
Tompkins, no pressure on that right leg. Hopefully it's just an ankle issue and not anything more than that as he goes under the Northside Hospital orthopedic tent right below us. Again, we hope that it's just an ankle thing. They can tape it up and he'll get back out there. It's nothing more than that. Tompkins, the junior right tackle for the Raiders. 1st and 10 from the Hoya 39. Mites in the backfield, receiver to either side. Snap, they'll hand it off this time to Mike Benjamin. Benjamin, his first run of the night, he gains 5 yards down to the 34-yard line, and that's a nice little change of pace. Lucero a little bit more of a power back, Keith, while Benjamin got a little bit more quickness going left to right.
Yeah, Benjamin got in there behind big number 77 and was just able to follow him up through the hole and pick up a nice gain there on first down.
Elisha Samples, the junior left tackle, 2nd and 5. Benjamin in the backfield, Mites pointing out to him. Twins right, single receiver, twins to both sides. 3-step drop, Mites looking out wide. Pass is caught by Tucker Todd right at the marker. I think they're going to now put him about, no, they stopped the clock, so that means it's going to end up being either a first down or a measurement. I thought he might have been brought down about a half yard short. We'll see if they're officiating. Nope, they did not want to measure. First down. 1:18 to play first quarter, still scoreless as North Forsyth starting to knock on the door here, Daniel.
Yeah, it's like you were talking about earlier. It's just a nice methodical drive. Take what the defense gives you. Don't try to force it. It's early in the game, and if you can get 5-6 yards every play, why not?
What was your saying a couple years ago?
3 4s is 12, and you're moving the chains.
There you go. 1st and 10, a minute now and counting. Mites will shift the offense again. Tight end and wing back to the right side, or a single receiver to either side. Bobbled snap. They end up getting the handoff to Benjamin. Benjamin trying to find some space on the outside, and he was stuck for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. Coming up to make that hit there, 85, Bryce Stanfield, as well as 27. That is Holden Trice, the 5'9" sophomore coming up.
Yeah, it's a good job of the Hoyas defense to string that play out and allow the secondary to get there and really lower the boom on the North Forsyth running back.
Probably the last play of the first quarter as there's 19 seconds left. 2nd and a short 12, probably closer to a long 11. Motion Tucker Todd across from left to right, twins left for Mites. He'll take the snap, play action. Looking, rolls out to his right, has time. He'll tuck and run, try and get out of bounds, and he will do so at the 27-yard line as the time in the first quarter expires. It's a gain of about 4 yards, maybe 5 yards on the play for Mites. And when we return from this 60-second break, it'll be 3rd and about 7 for North Forsyth as they look to get into the red zone for the first time tonight. Scoreless after 1 here on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Give a quick shout out to my wife and my brother-in-law listening back home.
I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at the Mills Fuel scoreboard as well coming back. I got it pulled up. Say that again. Yeah, it's probably just the mobile hotspot. I mean, we sound clear as day, though, don't when we're coming through? Yeah, I'm fine with a half word dropping every now and then.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been with me and Daniel one night.
That was, I don't think any of that game got out. We had a good time with it.
We did. We turned every button on that thing except a stupid computer.
Gosh, that air conditioner feels so good.
Yes, we going to be spoiled coming down here every Friday night. Lumpkin who? Hey, Walker, I want to give a quick shout out to my wife and her family, my brother and sister-in-laws over here from the state of Alabama, and they're listening to us tonight on the Sports Link.
I can't think of a better way to spend a Friday.
Yep.
3rd and about 8 for North Forsyth. Snap, play action. Mites looks over the middle, pass is incomplete, and it looked like Tucker Todd was preparing for a hit before catching the football.
Yeah, he got tippy toes real quick like.
So 4th and short 8, decision time for Robert Kraft as we take a look at the Mills Fuel scoreboard. Stevens County 7, North Hall 0, first quarter score. Darlington 14, Lakeview 0. Cherokee Bluff 14, Chestatee 0. White County 7, Hart County 0. Habersham and Appalachia knotted at 7. And that looks like all the scores coming in right now. Jefferson up 13-0 on Central Gwinnett. 4th and 8, the offense stays on the field. Twins to either side for North Forsyth. Snap to Mites, 3-step drop. Quarterback draw, goes up the middle. He's going to have to fight for the first down. He lowers his shoulder and gets inside the 15-yard line. A 12, maybe 13-yard run as they mark him down at the 14-yard line. Great pickup on 4th down, and it'll be 1st and 10 from inside the Old Dad's Wings red zone.
Yeah, that was just a great job of just refusing to be denied the first down there. He ran into a little bit of traffic, and he just, like you said, lowered his shoulder and just kept his feet moving and was able to pick up the first down.
I call it the Old Dad's red zone because it's hot in the red zone.
Yeah.
And Old Dad's Wings, he's got some of the best hot wings in the North Georgia area. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Mites takes the snap, hands off to Lucero. Lucero finds the left side, trying to get inside the 10, and he'll do so down to about the 9-yard line as he went off tackle left. Tackle made there by Marcus Blazard. It'll be 2nd and about, call it 6. Number 18, Reggie Bregman, also on the stop for Harrison. It'll be 2nd and 6, a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Yeah, North Forsyth's back up to the line in no hurry, letting the play clock run.
Snap. Handoff again, Lucero. Tried to cut it back. He'll fall forward to about the 7-yard line. He'll still be short of the line to get, but a good pickup there. It'll be 3rd and about 3. Call it a gain of 3 for Jared Lucero. 3rd down. A short 3 for the Raiders, knocking on the doorstep, looking for the game's first points.
And it's like you said, not trying to force anything. Take what the defense gives you.
Might's in the gun, got twins right. Snap, handoff Lucero, right up the middle. He powers forward inside the 5, down to the 4. Depends on the spot for the first down, but I think it's going to be well enough to get it to 1st and goal inside the 5.
That's just line up power of football right there. Mano a mano with both offensive, defensive lines, and he was able just to go straight up the field and pick up the first down.
And isn't that a luxury when you can spread it out but still run the football as well as the Raiders have? Patrick Corrigan in the backfield now for the Raiders. 1st and goal from the 4. Mites takes the snap, will hand off to Corrigan. No play action, rolling out right, looking for a receiver, throws it out there. Pass is incomplete. Harrison had a lot of white jerseys in the area, intended out there for Tucker Todd. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, it looked like he had a receiver along the back, running along the back of the end zone. Didn't see him, tried to force it in there to his tailback, and good defensive play there to bat the ball down.
Yeah, that play just took a little bit too long. It just got drug out too long, and Mintz wasn't able to, to see the right receiver.
2nd and 4. A 2nd and goal from the 4. Lucero and Corrigan in the backfield. Now they go Maryland I. Here's Corrigan driving forward. Does he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown Raiders. Patrick Corrigan from 4 yards out. And the Raiders on the board first. 6-0 point after pending.
Yeah, that Patrick Corbin's a pretty good-sized kid, and he was able just to lower his shoulder and keep them big legs moving and find pay dirt.
And look at all the fans sitting on the hill. This is the first time I've got to look down at the hill on our left side in the west end zone. A fantastic crowd on hand. On to attempt the point after is Josh Swearingen with Carson Brown, the long snapper. Snap, spot, kick is away. It is up. Good. And it is good. 9:41 to play until halftime. Your score, North Forsyth 7, Harrison 0. 30-second break here on the North Georgia Sports Link. You going to be good for a scoring drive recap?
Bell's Financial Group scoring drive recap?
Yep. Oh, I love that.
Now I can see.
.941 to play here in the first half. North Forsyth takes the lead, 7-0, Daniel.
Yeah, talk about an offense just asserting its dominance here with the Bells Financial Group scoring drive recap. That was a 16-play drive that took about 7 minutes, went 59 yards, and was capped off there by a 4-yard touchdown run by Corrigan. Like you said, Walker puts the Raiders up 7-0 with 9:41 left to go here in the first half.
Look at the Millsfield scoreboard. Dawson leads Flowery Branch 13-7 as the pooch kick was fair caught by Harrison on the 37-yard line. That's where the Hoyas will take over 1st and 10. That's a little bit of a surprising score coming out of Dawson.
Exactly.
So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, call it, for Harrison with 9:40 to play here until halftime. Be sure to stay tuned for the Gold Creek Foods halftime show. We'll have stats from the first half, scores on the Mills Fuel Company scoreboard. Just kicking off up in Tiger, so tune it over to ESPNU, mute that commentary, continue to listen to us.
What's a pretty sunset back there behind the.
Oh, it's a great sunset. You got a picture of that and sent it to Tim, didn't you?
Not yet, but I can.
He'll love it. Quick play action by Richardson, now trying to find the edge. He'll be tackled in the backfield.
Number
a loss
7.
on the play. Corrigan in there. Max Bryant was the one who tied him up in the backfield. A loss of about 5 yards on the play on the quarterback sack. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, great job there by North Forsyth's defense to swarm to the ball. Great job of, I can't know who it was. Somebody turned it back in, and it set Corrigan up there for the sack.
Harrison, again, not in a hurry on the offensive side of the football. They're trying to play ball control and keep it out of the high-octane offense hands of North Forsyth. Go pretty much an empty backfield. They've got a running back in the backfield with Richardson, but he's well offset behind the tackle. Trip Richardson puts Ziegler in motion, snap, and they'll hand off on the jet sweep in the backfield. Already blowing that one up was 52, Dylan Lurie. He's got the offer to LaGrange. The senior sniffed that one out right away.
Yeah, that play never stood a chance. He almost took the handoff for him.
There's a missed blocking assignment on that play.
It's going to be 3rd and 19 yards for the Hoyas. And when talking to our friends over at the Hoya Sports Network, they said they've lost a lot from last year's state championship team, and I think it's really showing on the offensive line tonight.
Well, remember, this is 12. I mean, this is a brand-new starting offensive line for Harrison High School.
Snap. A lot of motion in the backfield and ripping him down.
Guess who?
This Raider defense led by Patrick Corrigan.
And number 55.
That's Chris Herrick. He was the guy who had 3 sacks to close out the game last week in a 35-3 win over Alcovy. A 3-and-out as that drive was in reverse the whole way.
He blowed that play up from the get-go, number 55. The big Chris Herrick, or if that's how you say it.
Yeah, and if you're Harrison, that's the last thing you want.
And he's a 10th grader.
7:25 left until halftime. Punting is Lowry, his second punt of the evening. A low snap, he gets it and gets the punt away, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 42-yard line. Caught there by Tucker Hartsfield, and that's where Nofo will take over, looking to extend their lead here, Keith.
Yeah, they just got to go right back on the offense, right back to the same mindset. Just do what they do best, not get in no hurry, and, try to take the ball down the field and score here with 7:15 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's actually the exact same spot they started their last drive, which took about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So if they were able to do that again, leave about 15 seconds on the clock,
and they get the ball to start the second half.
Correct.
So Mites leads the Raider offense back out onto the field. They're going to go pistol set this time with tight end and 2 receivers to the right, wing back left. Now motion the tight end to the right side, or left side, excuse me. Mites in the pistol, snap, play action. Rolls out to his right, has pressure, he's hit, but a nice throw. It's caught at the first down marker. Makes a man miss and will step out of bounds there is number 8, Tucker Hartsfield. A big pickup on the play. Call it a gain of 18 yards down to the Hoya 41.
Yeah, that was where your defensive back, you're in trouble because they had 2 receivers and only 1 defensive back on that side of the field.
Check that, a 16-yard catch.
I mean, that's just a classic flood concept where you got the guy in the flat, you got about a 15-yard bench route, and you got the fly. And then really it puts the defense at a complete disadvantage. Only 2 guys guarding 3. Yeah. And he picked the right one.
Yeah.
Especially when you had the naked and had somebody crashing from that same side. He had a lot of open area to throw that football. Here's Mites motioning men around. Heavy formation to the right side, a receiver to either side. Low snap, Mites takes it.
Oh.
It's going to be a halfback
Oh,
pass.
he's there.
The ball
Overthrew
long.
it.
It's overthrown.
Oh.
That was Austin Colon throwing the ball intended out there for James Pontius and threw it about 10 yards too far. Trying a little trickery.
He wants that one back.
Yeah, I think the bad snap kind of throwed that just a little bit off kilter. I think if it had been a good snap, they may have hit pay dirt right there. Great play call.
2nd down and 10, 7 minutes to play. until halftime. I love seeing a little trick play every now and then trying to hit a home run.
Yeah, when you didn't have no spring, why not?
Back in the shotgun set is North Forsyth. Mites has a man offset to his right. Now move tight end and wing back to the left, a receiver to either side. Ball on the Hoya 43. Mites takes the snap, hands it off to Cologne. Cologne trying to find some space, spins, falls forward to about the 40-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play for Austin Cologne. 4 being tackled there by 22. That's Marcus Owens.
And 92, big Nicholas Frankie.
It'll be a 3rd and about 7 for North Forsyth.
Yeah, when we talked pregame that it was going to be kind of best on best with North Forsyth's offense and Harrison's defense. I think that is a very accurate statement. Harrison's defense has done a really good job. They really haven't given up any big plays. I mean, outside of that first down play, the 16-yard gain, they've just kind of been chipped away at, and North Forsyth was able to take advantage of it.
Mites in the backfield. He'll motion Tucker Todd from right to left. He's got twins in the wing back to the right. Snap, throwing it out to the flat. Pass is caught by Tucker Todd. He'll gain about 1.5 yards inside the 40 to about the 39.5 yard line. It'll still be 4th and long. Decision time for Robert Kraft. Up 7-0, under 6 minutes to go, but inside of Harrison territory.
Yeah, man, I don't think it's too much of a decision here. Harrison's got, let's see here, 8 yards of total offense.
Yeah, you could see the pooch kick here.
Twins to either side. Mites in the backfield. Quick drop, looking. Pass is caught by Hartsfield inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play for the Raiders. They convert on another 4th down, and it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, they had number 15, Charles Remy, a linebacker from Harrison, trying to cover a little speedy wide receiver, and that's kind of hard to do.
A little mismatch there for sure. So 1st and 10.
And a great job there by Cologne. Just
finding
he caught
stick.
the ball.
Yep.
He stuck his foot in the ground and dove forward. Didn't try to get too fancy, try to make extra yards. Made sure he got the first down and got the job done.
1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Pistol set. Tight end to either side. Twins right. Mites takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Has time, throws it over the middle, pass is caught by Hartsfield inside the 10. He'll spin and be brought down at the 7. Pickup of 23 on the play as Harrison makes the tackle there. It looked like Deuce Shabazz making the stop. It's 1st and goal from the 7 inside the old Dad's red zone.
Looked like he had 2 receivers. Looked like number 42, Jacob Reed, was also kind of there in no man's land by himself. And either way, a great pickup for a 1st down.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a confusion there by 42. I think he was supposed to clear out. He just brought a little extra traffic to the party, but it all worked out.
1st and goal from the 7. Mites in the shotgun set. He's got a receiver to either side. Tight end and wing back left. Lucero in the backfield. Snap. They'll hand off to Lucero. Bends it back to the left. Lowers his shoulder and trucks over a kid and gets down inside the 5 to the 4. A pickup of 3 yards, but Lucero bringing the hurt to the Hoya defense.
That's a big old youngin', boys.
2nd down and a goal from the 4.
In no hurry. 4 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter.
And the thing is, you know exactly how much time you got on the play clock here.
Yep.
Play clock attached to the scoreboard in the direction that North Forsyth's going. Mites in the backfield, same formation. Waiting on the snap, takes it, hands off to Lucero. Trying to go right up the middle with this one, and he will be stopped by a pack of Hoyas, led there by, guess who, Marcus Blazard. Also in there was 27. That is Holden Trice. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. No gain on the play. 3:22 to play until halftime, and a timeout call.
I think by the official.
Is it a hydration break?
I'm not exactly sure. It looks.
Well, now the Whitecap's saying run the clock.
Yeah, the Whitecaps. So now 20 seconds left on the play clock. Interesting as both teams went to the sidelines.
I thought I seen the official pat his chest and call a timeout. But
So play clock down to 10. Mites has got to hurry. 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3 and 2, and a timeout called by North Forsyth's Robert Kraft as play clock was down to 2, and a real confusing situation there for both teams, as both teams had players with helmets off going to get water. Water people were coming onto the field, and then all of a sudden the white hat runs the clock.
even we were confused. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's a good timeout there, though, by Coach Kraft.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of out of sorts. The play clock's running down, 3rd down and goal. You don't want to rush something, do something silly when you got a good scoring opportunity. So a well-used timeout there. Get yourself back organized, get a good play call, and see what you can do.
Look at the Mills Fuel scoreboard. Stevens County 13, North Hall 5, Dawson County 19, Flowery Branch 10,
Playing
Cherokee
baseball?
Cherokee Bluff 21, Chestatee nothing. White and Hart knotted at 7. North Cobb has a 7-0 lead on Buford. Jefferson getting ready for their matchup against Rabun next week. It's 27-0 over Central Gwinnett. Scoreless at East Hall, West Hall. Darlington up 21-0. And at Appalachia, they are knotted at 7 with the Raiders from Habersham Central. Union County has a 7-0 lead over Commerce, the Fighting Dustin Allens.
is it not 45-45 at Rayburn County yet?
I have not seen a score yet from there. Jones County leads North Gwinnett 14-7. I've still got scoreless at Rabun. East Side leads Winder Barrow 17-0, and Mill Creek Norcross says the final is 2-0. Don't know if there was a forfeit or something there.
Playing baseball.
Well, there shouldn't be a final score. Mites, quarterback draw, trying to get right side, and he's tackled from behind by Nick Charles, the 6'2", 225 junior. Coming from behind, a loss of 2.
He was untouched.
Yep.
Loss of 2 on the play, and now the field goal unit will trot out for North Forsyth to try a chip shot from inside 25 yards. So 4th and goal from the 7. Swearingen will come on to try the 23-yarder. Pretty much dead center. Long snapper Carson Brown. Snap, spot, kick is away. It's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good. With 2:15 to play here until halftime, your new score, North Forsyth 10, Harrison 0, a 30-second break here on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Man, this game's going good, boys.
Love it.
I mean, it's 8:20, and we're almost at halftime.
What was that field goal? 7 yards?
23.
23? 7. You idiot.
I can't believe Dawson's up on Flowery
By
Branch.
who is that
20
kicker?
to 10.
I know.
Swearingen, yep. 92.
Swearingen.
Yeah, 92.
You want anything to drink at halftime? Water? You want water? D-Mac, you want water?
No, I still got this. Good.
I'll take a water.
Okay.
Be sure to stay tuned for the Gold Creek Foods halftime show coming up at the break. Stats from the first half, scores from around Northeast Georgia on the Mills Fuel Company scoreboard, all coming up on the Gold Creek Foods halftime show. Daniel?
Yeah, Bell's Financial Group's scoring drive recap. Another methodical drive by the Raiders. This time it was 10 plays, took about 5 minutes, 53 yards. It was capped off a 23-yard field goal by Swearingen, and that brings your score 10-0 with 2:15 left to go in the half.
Peltz to kick this one off, pooches it toward that far sideline. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. That's where Harrison will take over. 2:15 to play until halftime, 2 timeouts for the Hoyas. And Daniel, it's been offensive woes, but not really woes on the offensive side. It's been more about the North Forsyth defense.
Yeah, if you're Harrison, you got to be kind of over there scratching your head trying to figure out what you can do to block these guys. Earlier I misspoke. There's actually 17 total yards of offense so far.
Even still.
Here in the first half for the Hoyas. So, you got to want to try to put something together here. North Forsyth's getting the ball coming back out of the half, so really any kind of points. If you get yourself to the 40, you got a shot at a field goal. So you're really just trying to get about 30, 40 yards right here just to have a shot.
Twins to either side. Low snap to Richardson. He has to get it out of his hands quickly. It's caught, and a good run there by the running back. That's Akhenaten Shabazz. who's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play on the little halfback swing, and North Forsyth was bringing the house there.
Yeah, really fortunate there by the Hoyas. He was able to get that snap. It was a low snap, bobbled it a little bit, but a good play just to get positive yards and get ahead of the chains.
Shotgun with wing backs on both sides, receivers on both sides. Shabazz in the backfield with Richardson, 2nd and 5. Offset to his left. Motion Ziegler, and they'll hand it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and more. Outside the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pickup of 10 yards on the play for the Vanderbilt commit. It'll be a first down for Harrison.
Yeah, you saw he turned that corner, and you saw a different gear. Nearly ran out of that last tackle, and it had been off to the races, but a good job there by the Raiders to kind of gang tackle him and get him down out of bounds.
But now you're up against the clock, 90 seconds to work with. You got about, say about 20 yards to get into field goal range, comfortable field goal range.
Yeah, still got the 2 timeouts.
1st and 10 from the 46. Snap. They'll hand off to
Counter.
Ziegler on the counter. Yep, instead of the reverse, it was more of a counter. Gain of 1 on the play. Tackle made there by Aaron Griffin of North Forsyth. Clock running, 80 seconds to play. It'll be 2nd and a long 8 for Harrison. Still not in that big of a hurry are the Hoyas.
Yeah, I like what they're doing, trying to get the ball into their playmakers' hands. I'd like to see them try to get on the edge a little bit more so than trying to run up the middle. I mean, the defense has proven up the middle there's not a whole lot of not doing.
60 seconds to go. Richardson takes the snap, rolling out a lot of pressure. Flag on the play. He's brought down in the backfield, but let's check the flag.
I'd say that's a hole.
Clock stops with 56.3. If the play stands, it's a loss of about 10 yards.
Number 88, Garrett Wiggins, was the first one there.
Waiting to hear from the referee. I think it's a penalty
It's a
against
hold.
Harrison, but it'll be declined.
Yep.
Holding on the Hoyas. Penalty will be declined, though, so it'll be 3rd down.
And a bus ride.
Well, what's it? You know, we say 3rd in the wagon wheel at the burial grounds. What do we got around here?
I don't know. 3rd and Coal Mountain.
There you go, 3rd and Coal Mountain. 3rd and about 20.
Aired out.
Closer to 19. Snap to Richardson. Had pressure, threw it over the middle, and had Jared Montour there, but
Guess who?
Number 7.
Patrick Corrigan making a name for himself on the defensive side of the football. 4th and long. And now, what does Harrison do? Because I think you've got to punt this ball away, don't you?
I would think.
53
Yeah, I would
seconds. You don't want to
definitely,
put
yes.
North Forsyth in good field position with a timeout and a short field. And yes, they do bring the punting unit on. Be Christian Lowry on for the 3rd time tonight. Rabun County on the board as we look at the Mills Fuel scoreboard. Point after, I think, pending. Low snap, ball on the ground, and got it away. The flag comes in. Question will be here, is it a roughing or is it running into? It was a low snap and the ball was loose on the ground, so I find it hard pressed that it would be the 15 variety. Oh, it is the
Sure
15 variety. So it'll be an automatic first down after the 15-yard penalty against the Raiders. At least I think it's an automatic first down. Last week I thought something was an automatic first down, and it wasn't.
Yep, there go the chains.
Yep.
So it will be 1st and 10 inside Raider territory. Harrison gets a second chance here on the offensive side with 42.2 and 2 timeouts. Their first time inside Raider territory, I think, tonight.
Correct.
1st and 10. Snap to Richardson. Straight drop, has some time. Good protection. Throws it out long. Passes incomplete. Thrown over the head of Marquez Owens. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the closest person there was a back official.
Yeah, I mean, he just really, speaking of Richardson hasn't seemed too comfortable back there. Even that one, you saw him kind of bobble the snap. I don't know. Speaking from experience, when a defense is constantly getting to you over and over and over, you start to have to look before you really need to. So I'm thinking that might be some of the case here, and we see him overthrow by, 10 or 15 yards there. He's just not in rhythm.
He did have good protection that time from his offensive line. Again, all seniors across in the starting lineup. I don't know if it's still those same 5 across, but they are some big boys averaging about 255 pounds across the front 5. Snap, straight drop, looking. Pass is thrown out over the head of the intended target there. That's Dylan Beasley, who was open but threw it a little high. It'll be 3rd and 10.
It was a good job there by Lewis sinking in coverage and making that a difficult throw, having to try to fit it in over the top. Very difficult throw to make, and just wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, and not running into the wide receiver from Harrison. Tight enough coverage, but not getting a pass interference call.
So it'll be 3rd and 10.
With 33.9 seconds left.
Twins to either side. See the standout player, Jay Ziegler, the inside twin on the near side. Looking away from him, pass is caught. It'll be enough for a first down as Marquez Owens slips out of a tackle. Pickup of 11 down to the 37-yard line and gets out of bounds at 32.7.
Yeah, great job there by the receiver of making the catch, staying in bounds, and getting the first down. And now you put yourself in
from what we've seen from the field goal kicker.
Well, it's just inside his range. Right now it would be a 55-yard field goal.
And I would sure say they would try it.
Yeah.
So a chance to get points on the board before halftime now for Harrison, but you got to be able to keep the ball moving forward. Snap low to Richardson, has some time, steps up, now rolls out to his right, flags flying in. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Good job there by Aaron Griffin keeping his.
But I got a tackle on number 6 from Harrison. He just basically wrapped up the linebacker and tackled him to the ground. So
it looks like they're going to take the penalty this time. Is it the holding penalty is in the backfield? It'll be 10 yards from the spot. So it'll end up being a penalty of about, if the flag is the indication of where the penalty is.
I think it's that far flag over
well, hold on. They may be declining this. They are going to decline the penalty because it's going to be 2nd and about 16.
Yeah, Shabazz just basically wrapped his arms around the middle linebacker and pulled him straight to the ground.
And I think the other reason why you're taking this penalty is because the clock will run on the whistle now.
Yep.
And there it goes. As opposed to if it was a holding, it would not run off the start.
Which it's running.
15 seconds left now, out of field goal range, so you got to do something quick if you're Harrison. 13 and 12, 11 and 10.
I don't think he knows clock running.
Richardson takes the snap, straight drop, pressure coming, spins away from it, 5 and 4 on the clock, 3 and 2, throws it across, pass is caught, brought down. We're going to have to check and see.
Clock went off.
So
now let's see.
There should be time on the clock from when the ball whistle was blown. I looked and there was about 1 point something. Now will they put that back on?
North Forsyth's going to head to the locker room. We'll see.
Can't tell who the man down is.
A sideline. No, it will be halftime. So they do not get any points, does Harrison, after getting a big catch on there. It'll be a gain on the play for the stat purposes of about 21 yards. The pass was thrown from Richardson to Marquez Owens. And that'll be the halftime. 10-0 your score. North Forsyth leads Harrison here at the break. We'll hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, it'll be time for the Gold Creek Foods halftime show. Again, Raiders 10, Hoyas nothing here on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the field is North Forsyth's own Raider Marching Band. For your halftime entertainment tonight, the band will be performing Movement 1 of their show, The Music of Queen. The band is led by drum majors Hannah Entwistle, Emily Johnston, and Gabriella Hopes. Drum majors, is the band ready? You may now take the field in halftime performance.
never before, our commitment to creating work for Americans is strong. Our people, our jobs, our cars. Hollywood Feed is now offering same-day delivery in an area near you. For all your pressure washing needs, call North Georgia Wash Pros at 678-361-1287. North Georgia Wash Pros, your choice for exterior cleaning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Harrison fans, feel free to join in with us. Turn on those flashlights on your cell phones. It's time to light up Raider Valley.
Wonder if that's the size of a dang pillowcase.
Tommy. You know Tommy's licking his chops.
Oh, yeah.
support, our program has continued to develop.
$21 apiece up at Hart County.
That may be last possession ball game.
Commerce, the Fighting Dustin Allens, lead Union County 18-7. That's in the second quarter. Tied at 7 in the first quarter was Habersham and Appalachie. Banks and Franklin were scoreless. Jackson and East Jackson were scoreless as well at the last updates that we have here in the booth. As both teams finish their warm-ups here to start the second half. Let's start with North Forsyth, Keith. Their keys to be able to continue on this good trajectory and get their second win of the year and go 2-0.
Yeah, they just got to limit the turnovers. You know, they had one in the first quarter that really didn't hurt them, but just continue to do what they've done all night, not to get in no hurry, make the right decisions on their passes, and come out and continue to play hard.
Let's talk about Harrison, Daniel. Down 10-0. Saw some good things there to end the half. What do they have to do to be able to get the ball back first against North Forsyth here, but then go down and find some way to put some points on the board?
Yeah, obviously you got to come up with a stop here. It's a two-possession game now. They go down. I mean, you could give up a field goal, but the way you've been moving the ball, you think if they go up 17-0, three-possession game, that kind of puts a damper on you. But I think for Harrison, I think they got to try to stretch the field. We saw there in that last drive they had before the half, they started to try to stretch the field, throw the ball down the field. They've got speed on the outside. They need to try to utilize that because North Forsyth's defense has done nothing but swarm
on the running game,
up around the line of scrimmage. Even on some of the passes where they have tried to pass, they haven't been able to do it because North Forsyth's sitting in the house, and they just haven't been able to pick it up. So, I mean, kudos to North Forsyth. The defense has played stellar tonight. Like I said, only giving up 50 yards to the defending state champions in the first half. That's something to tip your cap to, but still a long way to go.
Of course, next week, currently we're scheduled to cover North Forsyth versus Hapeville at Milton, playing in the Milton Eagle Classic. We've got a lot of games at Milton High School next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but I say that's tentatively scheduled. We don't know if Milton's going to host games right now. They're still on the next week's supposed to be week 1 for Milton, of course, with COVID and everything. Don't know that that's going to happen. You can always stay tuned to North Georgia Sports Link on Twitter and Facebook for the most up-to-date schedule as we get going. But we are planning on heading down to Milton next week to follow these Raiders as they go to take on Hapeville Charter. North Forsyth will have the football to start this second half of play. Which side does North Forsyth want to receive on?
He's like, why are y'all going that way?
Looks like North Forsyth's going to move from right to left as we look at it. By the way, great hospitality here by the North Forsyth High School administration. We've got a press box here with air conditioning. Not to say that we don't get great hospitality everywhere we go, but our first time here, very impressed.
With the air conditioning.
Especially with the air conditioning. Well, and I think it'll be able to heat up when we get into November.
And that's important. That's very important.
Harrison set to kick it off for the first time tonight. It'll be the kicker and punter Christian Lowry, who has a 100% touchback rate so far this year. He's kicked it off 4 times, one of which was an onside kick, but the other 3 into the end zone, and I don't think that's going to change. 9 yards deep. Yeah. And so that means that North Forsyth will take over 1st and 10 on the 20. Brady Mites trots out this Raider offense, who was humming in the first half, Daniel, with really good numbers on the total offense side.
Yeah, and, like we said multiple times tonight, still no sense in trying to do anything crazy. If they're going to allow you to just constantly get 5, 6, 7 yards, take it. Don't try to do anything that you don't have to. Wear down the defense and go put some more points up on the board.
1st and 10. Might's in the shotgun. Got a tight end to both sides. Twins to his right. Actually, it'll be more of a, well, no, it's a shotgun, but running back Lucero offset and a little bit behind him. Might's waiting on the snap. And whistles right
false
away.
Start.
Might
Seen
be-
somebody flinch, either 82 or 78. One of the others flinched.
Well, it'll be a false start on North Forsyth. I believe their fourth penalty of the night, excuse me.
Roughing the punter.
Yep,
was
you're
third.
right.
Yeah. Third on offense.
I was looking at tally marks at the bottom of the page. That's so 1st and 15. Same formation. Doesn't look like they're going to change the play call. Snap. Handoff Lucero trying to find some space. Harrison's defense swarms. A gain of a yard on the play for the senior running back. Tackled by Blazard.
32. Yeah.
As well as Day Hood coming in. He had a tackle for a loss last week. 6'2", 220 senior outside linebacker. It's a big old boy, 6'2", 220.
Correct.
Second down and about 14. Might shifts the formation. Tight end wing back to the left, Twins right. Snap to the senior quarterback. Play action, rolls out right, tosses it out in the flat. Pass is caught by Tucker Todd. Tucker Todd lowers his shoulder, but a great open field tackle made there by Trenton Hayberg coming up from his strong safety position after a pickup of about
3.
3 plus 4, 7.
7, yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and about 7. Great open field tackle by the 5'11 junior.
It was.
Yeah. If
Get
he-
low on the big kid.
Exactly. If he don't make that tackle, he's got quite a bit of grass in front of him, enough to pick up the first down.
3rd down and 7, empty backfield, trips left, Twins right for Brady Mites. You know this ball's going to the air, or it's a quarterback draw 1. Snap, 1-step drop, throws it, passes incomplete. It goes through the hands of Tucker Todd. Coverage there by Trenton Hayberg. I don't know that he gets the first down because Hayberg right there, and I don't think the route got him to the sticks.
Yeah, he had to get rid of that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. Harrison sent a linebacker blitz off the corner, and then the ball was already at the receiver before he had his head turned.
So a 3 and out for North Forsyth, and coming on to punt will be Peyton Wagner as Marquez Owens goes back deep to receive this punt for the
Is
Hoyas.
this the second time they punted?
It is.
A little bit of a high snap to Wagner, but a line drive kick with spiral.
Ball's
Ball
on
is
it.
muffed, and Owens will just fall on it. Good job there on the coverage team by Jamel Lewis, the defensive back with the offer to Tennessee. He laid the boom down on Marquez Owens as he fell on that football. So the Hoyas will take over 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Their first offensive drive. And, Daniel, they did exactly what they had to do. Get off the field on defense, a 3 and out. And now let's see what they can do offensively. Trip Richardson still in the backfield.
We got best on best down here at the bottom of the field.
Snap is on the ground. Richardson will pick it up, try and find some yards on his own. Busted play. He goes left side, and he'll pick up about 2 yards, maybe 3, depending on the spot. They'll give him 2 yards out to the 46-yard line as that ball was on the ground.
Yeah, again.
I think he's picking his head up. Yep.
Yeah, he's way more interested in what's coming at him.
They're catching the football.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Last week he had 1 carry for -2 yards, so he got those 2 yards back that he lost last week. I don't know what he's done so far today when you factor in sacks and whatnot.
Yeah, he's taking some big sacks.
Oh, and here it
There's
comes.
the pressure. And he's brought down to the backfield.
Number 7.
Patrick Corrigan.
Number 54.
That's Max Bryant. All the way back to the 35-yard line. That's a loss of 11 on the play. It'll be 3rd and Coal Mountain Park.
Yep, looked like big number 52, Garrett Cleary, was there as well. So 3rd down in Coal Mountain.
Marcelo Zuna hits a solo home run.
That's on the
Top of the
Mills
8th.
Fuel scoreboard.
down 6-4 still.
Still plenty of outs. 9:04 to play here in the third quarter. North Forsyth.
Fishing to bring the house.
They were, and a timeout going to be called by North Forsyth, as looked like the defensive coordinator and Chris Wagner did not like something that he saw on the Harrison side. I guess they were about to bring everybody, and may have been one-on-one
Man
coverage.
exactly. And after you've done a good job of putting them in third and Cold Mountain, you don't want to give up the big play here on third down.
9 minutes to play in the third quarter, and North Forsyth, it looked like, Daniel, that this drive was off to a good start for Harrison, but then the North Forsyth defense has decided to show up here.
Yeah, again, by the time Richardson got the ball and took a couple steps to the rollout, he had 3 purple jerseys on his face. And there's not a whole lot you can do when you get to that point.
So 9 minutes to play, third quarter. We take a look at the Prince Avenue Rabun County game.
Yeah, they've converted 2 fourth downs on this drive already.
Prince Avenue or Rabun?
Rabun.
Okay. So 3rd and long. 3rd and 19.
Third and Cold Mountain.
Snap, handoff Jay Ziegler, left side, jet sweep. Trying to find some space, and there may have been a flag come down on the ground. Couldn't tell. Yeah, nope, there's not. Okay.
Nope. White hat still running.
Yep.
Winding the clock.
I thought that I saw something fly in on the sidelines, but a good pickup there by Ziegler. Gain of 6 on the play, but it'll be 3 and out for the Hoyas, and North Forsyth will get the ball right back.
Yep. Number 8, Tucker Hatsfield, going back deep for North Forsyth to receive this punt.
And Christian Lowry back on the field again to punt it away for the Hoyas. His 1, 2, 3, fourth time?
Punt.
Fourth
Yes,
punt of the night? Well, no, his third punt because he had the roughing the punter.
Good night.
It's a great punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 24-yard line. Maybe the 25 is where they'll set it down. We'll see. And that's where North Forsyth will take back over 1st and 10. Fantastic crowd on hand tonight here in Raider Valley. Even the Hoyas brought some pretty good fans on the far side.
Yep.
Got fans sitting up on the hill to our left behind the west end zone. And what a beautiful stadium that North Forsyth has here at Raider Valley. I like the different colored turf as well in between the 5s. That helps to figure some things out with yardages.
Yep. It does.
1st and 10. Mites has twins to either side, points out maybe a blitzing linebacker. Now motions a man from right to left to have trips left. Mites takes the snap, straight drop, tucks it, tries to get yards, and brought down in the backfield. Number 85, Bryce Stanfield, gets his arm on Mites and drags him down for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, he gets one more step there. He may have picked up some big yards, but like you said, number 85, Bryce Stansfield was able just to wrap him up with his arm and take him to the ground.
2nd down and about 11 for this Raider offense. Twins to the right, single receiver left. No, flip that. Single receiver right, twins left. Snap, handoff. That's Benjamin, who was taken down
Number 15.
hard. Charles Remy, 6 foot 205, steps up there and makes a great tackle after a pickup of 3 yards for Benjamin, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and Marcus Blazar was right there
Closing
on that
in,
tackle
yeah.
as well.
Blazard's a kid that I do not want to hit me.
No, and he's been all over the field tonight. Been just as advertised coming in. We knew that he was going to be an impact player for this defense, and he's been just that.
He has showed up.
Trips right, single receiver left, running back offset right. That's Lucero. Play clock down to 5. Mites takes the snap, straight drop, has time, steps up in the pocket, throws after he was hit, passes incomplete. Good defensive play there. Number 44, Day Hood, with good pressure, and that'll force another 3 and out as we trade punts here in the start of the second half.
Yeah, neither team, Walker's really been able to get into offensive rhythm here to start the second half. Had a couple of big sacks and kind of put them behind the chains a little bit, and just never been able to really get anything going on offense.
A reminder, next week, North Forsyth, Hapeville Charter. It's the scheduled game here on the Deuce. Dawson's got South Forsyth at Tiger Stadium. Snap to Wagner, punted away. Owens' fair catch called for and taken at the Hoya 48-yard line. Best starting field position of the night, aside from the turnover early in the game for the Hoyas. That's where they'll take over 1st and 10. Be interested to see if and when they trade quarterbacks to try and give Walling another opportunity behind center. It's been Trip Richardson the entirety of this game, only had a couple of drives in the opener against Allatoona. Has not got a lot going here tonight against this Raider defense. 1st and 10. Motion Ziegler across. He takes the handoff, has some space. He's got a first down and more. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, 35-30, 25-20. He's going to get into the end zone. That's what Vanderbilt's going to get. A 52-yard touchdown run for Jay Ziegler, his longest run of the season, and Harrison on the board.
Yeah, once he got in the middle of the field, he was able just to plant and ended up turning it north and south. And once he got into, broke that small arm tackle, there wasn't many kids on the field going to catch him.
Vanderbilt has found himself a gem.
Yeah, Derek Mason has come into middle of the state of Georgia and found him a very good football player in Jay Ziegler.
Christian Lowry out of the hold of Jacob Walling, and that was blocked. So PAT no good as number 15, Austin Colon, gets in there. Looks like there may be a flag on the play, though, as they have whistled it, and everybody's staying on the field. So let's see what's going on here. Raven County just scored. It's 21-7. I may be taking an early one-game lead on us, guys. All the officials conferring down on the field.
It's too early to be talking about where they're going to eat supper.
Yeah.
And they're waving it off.
They will wave it off. So the PAT is no good. 6:26 to play in the third quarter. Your score, North Forsyth 10, Harrison 6, 30-second break here on the North Georgia Sports Link. I need to take this iPad to Apple. Plugged up and it's going down. Bought it a year ago, less than a year ago.
A lot of power coming out of this.
Maybe not.
With everything that.
Do you have a plug-in? Plug it up down here, Walker.
I don't. I don't have a wall mount.
Like all the stuff that's coming out of this.
Maybe.
I mean, you wouldn't think so, but maybe.
Well, I got 83 on my phone, so.
We still got 11.
11?
Yeah, and it's plugged up, so it's not going to die. 6:26 to play here in the third quarter. 10-6. North Forsyth leads the defending 6A state champion Harrison Hoyas in the third quarter. But Harrison on the board. Daniel Jay Ziegler, big run.
Yeah, the Bales Financial Group scoring drive recap. Wasn't much of a drive. It was one play, 52 yards. It only took 10 seconds off the clock. Resulted in a touchdown, like you said, by Ziegler. Unfortunately for Harrison, the extra point was blocked, so that brings your score 6-10. North Forsyth up ahead with 6:26 left to go here in the third quarter.
Mills Fuel Company scoreboard. Buford on the board, tied at 7, third quarter down in Cobb County. North Cobb County, to be precise. Lowry boots this one away. How deep?
Oh, this
4 yards deep.
Yeah,
so
4.
not quite as deep as the first one, but still a touchback. Still has that 100% touchback rate. And how big of an advantage does that make, Keith, when you talk about a kicker that puts it in the end zone 100% of the time on kickoffs?
That automatically tells your defense that the opposing team is going to be starting on the 20-yard line. So it gives you an opportunity for your defense to dig in right here and try to limit the big plays right after you score.
Might's back at quarterback. He's got Lucero in the backfield with him. Single receiver to either side. Tight end wing back to the left. Pistol set for the Raiders as they start here with 6:26 in the third. Mites claps his hands, takes the snap, turns around, and
Whistles.
flags on the play.
False start.
Be another false start on the Raiders.
It's their 5th penalty tonight, compared to 0 for Harrison.
And that's got to be somewhere around 40 yards or something like that, I would think.
30, 41 yards.
Oh, look at that. I don't even know how many penalties or what the penalty yardages have been, but
Math major.
just taking a guess there. 1st and 15. Mites now go shotgun, receiver to either side. Take the snap, hand off to Lucero. Jukes in the backfield, nothing there. Hoyas defense starting to swarm, loss of 1. Bryce Stanfield on the stop.
Yeah, this defense is starting to get in a little rhythm here, and if you're the running back from North Forsyth, you just got to take the ball and go. When you slow down and start stutter stepping, that just gives the defense another extra step or two, and they're not being able to pick up any running room here on the ground here in the second half.
North Forsyth running some players on and off the field. Now trips to the left of Mites. He's got a running back in the backfield with him. Tight end is to the right. 8 on the play clock. Motion a man over. They're going to swing it out to that's Cologne. Cologne trying to find some room. Nothing is there. Harrison has found something on the defensive side of the football. A loss of another yard. It's going to be 3rd and 17 for the Raiders after it looked like they're Charles Remy, as well as Nick Charles out there on the stump.
Yep. Swarming to the ball now.
Dawson back on the scoreboard. They lead 27-24, early 3rd quarter. Shootout at Tiger Stadium. Meanwhile, here we've got a defensive struggle with 5 minutes to play in the 3rd. Raiders, Brady Mites trying to get something going on offense here. 5 on the play clock. Snap, straight drop, has time. Throws it deep as he was hit.
Oh!
Great job by the Raider offense to give Mites just enough time as he throws that out there to Tucker Hartsfield.
Yeah.
Big gain on the play out to the 37-yard line. Pickup of to the 13, 37, 24 yards.
Looked like Jay Ziegler was seeing the other wide receiver running the post and just lost his man on the outside.
So a big 3rd down conversion for the Raiders. Now moving along here. Snap to Mite, straight drop, screen pass there.
Oh,
he was hit
my
hard.
Goodness.
Lucero taken down hard. Blazard blows that up.
Golly, did he close quick, boys. My goodness, he
Lucero, I don't know how he held on to the ball 2nd and 13 after a loss of 3.
No, I mean, Blizzard just closed in, read that play well, and just blowed that screen up.
2nd down and 13 yards to go at the 34-yard line for the Raiders. Pistol set. Snap to Mites, turns around, hands off to Benjamin. Benjamin trying to find some space, spinning, still on his feet, nothing there. Forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1 on the yard.
Yep.
We'll bring up 3rd and again behind the sticks, 3rd and 14.
Yeah, I think they need to get that young man on that Benjamin on the outside. He's not quite big enough to take it up in between the tackles.
6 foot 165 as opposed to Lucero's 6'1", 210.
Yeah.
A lot of receivers on the field now for North Forsyth. Twins to either side. Play clock down to 13 for Brady Mites as he scans the defense. And a quick timeout called there by Harrison as all 11 players for Harrison were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I was sitting there scratching my head. What was this? Are we on the goal line or is it 3rd and 15? I can't tell.
I thought it was a little bit strange for sure. 3:21 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Cherokee Bluff leading Chestatee now 42-0 in Murrayville as Tommy Jones's team looking to go 2-0, and they have not given up a point yet this year.
I know, exactly, and that's, hats off to Tommy Jones, to take that program from scratch 3 years ago and be able to turn them into a program that's on the rise. And both of y'all had the opportunity to play for Tommy Jones, and just a class act of a man. My son was, of course, able to play a couple of years from Tommy as well, and you can't ask for nobody better as a head coach than Tommy Jones, and hats off to him and his program there at Cherokee Bluff.
They are humming down in Flowery Branch right now.
My pick to play against White County for the region championship.
But not to win.
Not to win.
I wonder if we can convince Tim to let us go to White County or Cherokee Bluff to call the game in the regular season against those two.
May be able to.
We'll have to see who else is on the schedule.
Exactly.
That may be a North versus West week. In that case, I want to be here for North versus West.
Yes.
That's going to be a game.
Yes. Or it may be North Gainesville. Who knows?
North Gainesville's the last game of the season.
Correct.
Third down and about 14. You say 13 on the scoreboard. I got 14. Snap to Mite, straight drop, has time. Well, didn't have a lot of time. Ball's loose. No, they say it was down. Ball was stripped out by Day Hood, but Mite's got a knee on the ground just in time. A loss of about 7 on the play.
I would love to have a replay on that.
That ball was out a long time
I think
before
it
he
was
close to the ground.
I don't think the white hat could see him with his back to him.
So it'll be 4th and long, a loss of 7.
A huge break for North Forsyth.
2:52 to play in the third quarter. I said he had time, but when he stepped up in the pocket,
it collapsed quick.
It did. Low snap to Wagner. He'll get it away. Line drive end over end. It's going to take a bounce in the North Forsyth way, and it'll go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Pretty good punt there from Peyton Wagner, and Harrison with some momentum here in the second half. Guys, 2:37 to play in the third quarter, and their offense back on the field after a big play to cap their last drive.
Yeah, if you're North Forsyth, you got to dig in right here and not give up that big explosive play like they did to Harrison the last possession. So, you just got to dig in and buckle down.
Got a player or somebody down on the sidelines, one of the ball boys wearing some Georgia Southwestern gear for North Forsyth. Of course, a Peach Belt Conference foe of the North Georgia Nighthawks.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Harrison. Snap, they'll hand off to Ziegler on the counter. Going left side, breaks a tackle. He'll be brought down about the 40-yard line.
By a host of Raiders. Dawson, quick update from Dawsonville. Dawson 34, Flowery Branch 24, end of 3.
On the Mills Fuel scoreboard. That's actually going to be a gain of 8 out to the 40-yard line for Ziegler. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, I think if you're Harrison, that's got to be your game plan is get the ball
to Ziegler.
Yep. And if you're North Forsyth, key on Ziegler.
Mm-hmm.
2nd down. 2 yards to go.
Under center.
There's absolutely no
first time under center in a while.
To go deep.
And delay a game.
Nope, timeout called.
I got a flag.
Yeah, they got the timeout in just in time, did Harrison. 1:44. We'll take a 30-second break back after this on the North Georgia Sports Link.
That leaves him a 1.
After the game on High Five Sports at 11 p.m. to watch the highlights of tonight's game shot by Eli Jordan, matched up to the play-by-play call for 680 The Fans Call of the Week. High Five Sports, it's in your face. Once again, a gentle reminder, if you will pay attention every once in a while to the scoreboard and take a look at the advertisers who have paid to be up on the scoreboard. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Harrison. 1-yard line. It is 3rd down. 1 to go. Ziegler on the carry. Official timeout on the play.
Have Ziegler as he has to come out for a play. True wing T now. Motion a man across.
Yep, it worked.
And that was number 15. Austin Colin just got a little happy there on the snap count.
So they draw the Raiders into the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Hoyas.
I was just about to say, with Ziegler not on the field, you got to watch for the hard count here.
Ziegler still not on the field for this play. 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hoyas. 1:25 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun set, twins left, single receiver right. Motion a man across and a handoff to Jared Montour. Montour trying to make a few men miss. He's got a 1st down, breaks through some tackles. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Pickup of 44 yards on the play.
That was Carson Brown, number 49, the linebacker that saved a touchdown there for North Forsyth.
And it'll be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line as the Hoyas inside the old Dad Wings red zone.
Let's
1st and goal. No need for the chains. Got to get in the end zone. Richardson in the backfield. He's got Agnat and Shabazz right next to him. 5 on the play clock. Motion a man across. Low snap. Richardson will take it. Busted play. Dives forward inside the 10 to the 8. Gain of 2 on the play. Colin Miller.
Yep.
Making the stop. Aaron Griffin also in there. It'll be 2nd and goal. Clock under a minute, 52 seconds left. Shotgun set, wing back to either side. Receiver split out wide right. Snap, handoff. Trying to find some space
number
there.
7.
Corrigan making a great tackle from the offside, following the running back there who is cramping, I think, now. Montour was the one who carried it. He'll pick up a yard to the 7. It'll be 3rd and goal from there.
I think that may be the last play, Walker, of the third quarter.
Clock running under 10 seconds. Harrison going to the sidelines. North Forsyth going to the sidelines as the coaching staff for North Forsyth gathering everybody together on the 50-yard line, trying to get the team excited. It's going to be a big third down for the Raider defense. When we return, your end of third quarter score, North Forsyth 10, Harrison 6. Third and goal coming up after this break on the North Georgia Sports Link.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
How big is that destination point?
Yeah.
Yeah. How big's a blown fumble?
That wasn't close. That ball was on the ground. Really?
Yeah.
Thought it was too.
Call Brad. His chops and Lumpkin, and he's the last one on the commercial. Anyway.
10-6, your score after 3 quarters of play. Big third down coming for the Raider defense, Keith.
Yeah, right here's where you just got to dig in and not let them in the end zone. Because like Daniel said right before we come back on there, how big was that missed PAT earlier?
Third and goal from the 7. Richardson in the shotgun set. He's got Agnat and Shabazz to his right.
Still no Ziegler on the field.
Snap, play action, quarterback counter up the middle, and Richardson down to about the 3-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It's going to be 4th and goal from there. And now,
with a kicker like that, yeah, you got to with a kicker like they have.
And the way your defense has played here in the second half, for sure. That was more so my question. Do you go for it, and if you don't get it, you've got North Forsyth pinned in deep, or do you kick the 3 points here and trust your defense? It looks like they're going to go for the 3 points. It's going to be a 20-yard field goal, a little bit like an extra point, just a little bit off center to the right. Christian Lowry on to attempt it. Great snap. Hold, kick is up, and that might hit the field house. 11-12 to play here in the final quarter. Your score, it's North Forsyth 10, Harrison 9. Back after this 30-second break on the North Georgia Sports Link. Good. (10-9) your score. North Forsyth leading Harrison, about to get the football back with 11-12 to play, but we see Harrison again drive down the field, Daniel.
Yep, Bell's Financial Group scoring drive recap. That one for Harrison back on the scoreboard. It was an 8-play, 63-yard drive, capped off with a 21-yard field goal by Lowry. Like you said, Walker brings the score to 9-10. North Forsyth still out in front with 11-12 to go here in the football game.
Well, here's Christian Lowry. I got 6 yards deep. What do you got, Keith?
Yeah.
Daniel?
3.
Okay.
End of the wind.
Oh.
Well, it's a line drive. Will it roll out of bounds or in the end zone? Let's see if the flag comes out or if it's a touchback.
Must have been a touchback.
Oh, I got a flag on the far side.
Oh, it was a whistle before the kick. That's why the kick wasn't very good.
You scared him.
A little update out of Dawsonville, 34. Flary Branch, 31.
Yep. That's on the Millsfield scoreboard. So a 5-yard penalty on Harrison on the
Got a shootout
offside.
in Las Vegas.
Shootout in Las Vegas and
the
defense here.
yeah. Not quite what we thought it might be with these two 5A schools, 6A schools, I'm sorry.
So they'll back it up to the 35-yard line. I had that one going 6 yards deep, so this one's 1 yard deep.
I'm still going to say 3.
Daniel,
might be the end of the streak.
you said it was going to be 3 yards deep, and so that's 2 yards short. Halftime up in Clayton, it's Rabin 24, Prince Avenue 7. Tough place to play.
It is.
Kicks this one away, high end over end kick, and it is
3
yards deep. Look at Keith. You were wrong that time. You said it was over.
I said 3.
You said 3 the first time.
I have memory loss. I don't remember that.
I said
By the way, Stevens County was up 20-0 last update at second quarter over North Hall. We all picked North Hall to win that.
Yeah. It may be a long year for the Trojans.
So let's see what the Raiders can do here. They've struggled to move the football here in the second half, Daniel.
Yeah, they've got the one big play of the 24 yards on that long third down. But other than that, they've been moving backwards all half.
1st and 10. Mites takes the snap, play action to Lucero, or read option actually, and in the backfield was
32.
the Harrison defense. That's guess who? Marcus Blazard.
Untouched.
Loss of about 5 there.
They're going to spot it on the 16-yard line, loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Clock is running, though. That's in the advantage of North Forsyth. Clock is their friend here. 2nd and 14, trips to the right, single receiver left for Brady Mites. The senior quarterback, 6'1", 170, offers to Barry Oberlin and Birmingham Southern. Takes the snap, play action, looks over the middle. Pass is caught by Tucker Todd. The tight end catches the slot, or the slant route, rather. Out to the 22-yard line, pickup of 6. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I mean, good defense there, just a better throw. But again, now North Forsyth finds herself in another medium to long 3rd down, really needing to pick this one up.
3rd and a long 7. Under 10 minutes to play. Mites pointing out Blazard as Harrison moving around on the defensive side. Snap, straight drop, quarterback draw, tucks it, trying to get yards out of it, and Blazard just sticks him. Right at the line of scrimmage, Harrison Hoya defense stands up. It's going to be 4th and 7, and the Raiders are going to have to punt this one away. Man, is this a good game.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, ever since Ziegler took the one to the house, 52-yarder, the momentum, you could just feel the momentum. I mean, just look at the two sidelines. You look across the field, you got Harrison, you can see some energy. Here on the closer side, you can tell that North Forsyth is kind of tensed up.
Back to punt is Peyton Wagner. Back deep to receive it is Marcus Owens. Good snap. Punts away. It's a low line drive, High bounce. Owens takes it off the bounce. Hit immediately there. Garrett Achilles on to make the stop, and Harrison has the football back. 8:56 in pretty good field position.
Yeah, North Forsyth's got to dig in and try not to give up any points on this possession to Harrison.
Quick check of the Mills Fuel Company scoreboard. The Braves have brought it to 7-6. 2 outs in the bottom or the top of the 9th. 2 runners on 1st and 2nd, though.
Braves are the cardiac kids nowadays. 1st and 10 for the Hoyas. Richardson has done well in this second half. Now they shift the formation. He goes under center. Motion the man across. They'll jet sweep to him. This is Jared Montour. Montour driving forward. He'll be close to a 1st down. They'll actually give him forward progress exactly 10 yards inside Raider territory to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah, once he got to the outside Walker, he was able to plant and go north and south and get in behind some of them big uglies on the offensive line and was able to pick up 10 yards.
Raider defense has
Been on the field a lot here
A
in the second
lot.
half.
Yeah, I mean, North Forsyth here in the second half, they've ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 15 plays here in the second half.
8:35 to play here in the fourth quarter, a 1-point game. Richardson in the shotgun. Starts to put Ziegler in motion. And now they'll drop Richardson under center. Ziegler in motion, jet sweep, now the reverse. And they tried to catch the North Forsyth defense flowing with Ziegler. Montour will gain just 2 yards on the play as he cut it right upfield.
Big number 55, Chris Herrick, a sophomore, was able to read that play and come from the backside to make the stop.
And really, I mean, you run a reverse that closely together, you don't really give the defense enough time to really overcommit to one of those. So, but good job there for staying at home and making the play.
Quick update from Dawsonville. Flag Branch 38, Dawson County 34.
Richardson in the backfield, got pressure,
There's a
flag
hole.
on the play. Richardson trying to find some space. He'll be brought down hard.
54.
Max Bryant,
Yeah.
as well as Jamel Lewis making the stop. Check the flag to see what happens here. It's going to be a hold on Harrison. Now the question is for Coach Kraft, do you take the penalty and give them second down, or do you go third down and about 10 yards, and Coach Kraft's going to take the penalty from back here at the 45-yard line. It's 10 from the spot, meaning this is going to be more like a 17-yard penalty.
Yeah.
No, 18-yard penalty.
Yeah.
No, 19-yard penalty,
Yep.
excuse me. A 19-yard penalty when it's all said and done. 10 from the spot. And that's where the penalty yards start to rack up. It's going to be second down and a long ways.
Cold Mountain.
That is one thing I don't like about the high school football rules. Like in college, you get a penalty, no matter where it's at, it's 10 from the spot of the foul.
Second down and 28 yards. Handoff to Shabazz. He'll dive forward outside the 35 to the 37, pickup of 3. It'll be third down and about 25 yards now. Good job by the Raider defense, taking advantage of the break. Now they got to hold Harrison here and get the football back.
Yep.
Millsville's company scoreboard, Braves tied up.
How'd they do it? I mean, if you're going to go crazy.
Darno is just a single. But runner's still in. Runner's still on.
7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Cherokee Bluff has given up their first points of the year. It's 42-14 in the fourth quarter.
And they just got the shot.
Snap to Richardson. And
Tackle by number 7.
Patrick Corrigan.
Who's
what
had
a night.
Heck of a night, yes. We've called his name quite often tonight here.
A 5-yard, going to give him 6 yards on the play to the 43-yard line, and Harrison will trot on the punting unit. Punt the ball away to North Forsyth and see if their defense can get a quick stop. Again, only one timeout for the Hoyas. Back to punt this one is Christian Lowry. Back to receive it, Tucker Hartsfield. He's got his feet on the 17-yard line. Just getting the snap.
Good.
Booting it away. Lowry, a high booming punt.
Yep. Nope.
Not going to check up, though, as it will go into the end zone for a touchback.
That kid can kick a football, guys. That went plumb. I lost it sitting up here in the press box.
5'11", 165 senior Christian Lowry. If he's not getting looks somewhere, I don't know what college coaches are looking at.
Exactly.
So 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. As the North Forsyth offense trots back onto the field, they've not gotten anything going tonight.
One first down here in the second half.
And they've got to stay out there to give the defense a rest.
Trips to the right, single receiver left for Brady Mites. He's got Lucero in the backfield. Got to get something moving forward. Snap. Mites, pump fakes. Look, he's got a man past his foot. A first down and a lot more for Hartsfield. He throws on the brakes, shakes off a tackler inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. A big pickup 47 yards from Mites to Hartsfield on the pump and go.
I think he should have just kept on going. I think he lost a yard or two by stopping and trying to make a man miss. But I think if he did this, but that was pretty with the pump and go.
Trying to stay in bounds, keep the clock running.
Great play call.
Well, and it's like we said all night, guys. They've just been taking those underneath routes over and over and over and over, and they finally took advantage. They hit a little double move.
Yep.
And Harrison, of course, having to be aggressive on the defensive end bit.
10 seconds on the play clock, 1st and 10 from the Hoya 33-yard line. Raiders. Mites takes the snap, hands off to Lucero. Lucero goes left side, finds a little bit of an opening, spins down to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 2 for the senior.
Tackle, of course, number 32.
Marcus Blizzard.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a game tonight as well.
2nd down and 8, 5:10 and counting, and the clock the best friend of the Raiders.
Yes, they're in absolutely no hurry.
A field goal here might be enough. You want to make sure that you get points on the board here if you are North Forsyth, because the kicking game for Harrison and Christian Lowry is nothing short of impeccable.
Yep.
Was the word of the day, in case you were wondering. Snap, handoff Lucero. He goes left side looking for the sweep.
Guess who?
Stay in bounds. Ball. Oh, the ball is loose. And
I've not seen nothing yet.
I guess North Forsyth still has it. No,
Nope.
Harrison's got it. The Hoyas get another turnover.
Guess who?
Marcus Blizzard.
Yep.
He has made a name for himself on that defensive side of the football tonight. So it's 1st and 10 for the Hoyas with 4:36 to play. And I said, got to get points on this drive. Now the Hoyas, with plenty of time on the 35-yard line, really only have to get about 30 yards to get in field goal range, Keith.
Yeah, well, the kicker that Harrison has with Christian Lowry, anything inside the 35, I would give him a shot.
Empty backfield for Richardson. Man in motion is Ziegler. Snap, and they'll hand it to him. Ziegler left side.
Uh-oh.
Breaks the tackle. There's a flag on the
flag.
play. He spins and is brought down inside Raider territory at the 49. If it stands, it's going to be a 16-yard pickup, but the flag on the play, we'll check it. Going to be a hold on Harrison.
Going to be about an 8-yard penalty.
So he gets, well, no, it's a 10-yard penalty. He gets credit for 2 yards.
Oh.
Ziegler does get credit for the 2 yards.
Lose 8
Yep.
yards.
So a net loss of 8, but Ziegler does get the 2 yards before the 10-yard penalty is assessed. You don't assess negative yards on the play, but you give him the positive. So it'll be 1st down and 18 yards to go. There goes the clock, 4:25 and counting. Snap, play action to Ziegler. Richardson steps in the pocket. Oh, man, intercepted.
Number 1.
Picked off by Peyton Wagner off the deflection, and North Forsyth gets the turnover right back. Thrown it a little behind Jared Montour before Wagner comes up with the interception. What a great defensive play.
Yes.
But still time on the clock, 4:13, and this Harrison defense has been really, really good here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, outside of 2 plays, you know, the 44-yard completion and a 24-yard completion, North Forsyth's gone backwards pretty much every other play. So definitely still, this is going to be a long 4 minutes here for the rest of this football game.
Yeah, they got to come away with points.
4:13 to play here in the 4th. 10-9, North Forsyth leads at Walker Daniel Keith here on the deuce. 10 seconds on the play clock. Brady Mites in the gun. Receiver to either side. Snap, they'll hand off to Lucero. Lucero bends it back, has some space, lowers the shoulder. A good pickup for the senior. Pickup of 7. Rattles down to the 33-yard line. And clock moving at 4 minutes. Again, Harrison just one timeout. We said it in the third quarter, Keith. That has big implications.
Yeah, and especially when they burned the timeout to keep from having a negative play, and then turn and had a penalty coming out of the timeout. So that could come back to haunt them.
And I'll tell you what can definitely come back to haunt them is that blocked extra point.
Yeah.
15 on the play clock. Might's in a yellow light situation here. Not killing time, but also not being very fast on the offensive side. Quarterback keeper right side. He'll lower his shoulder to get to the 30-yard line. It depends on the spot. They stop the clock to at least set the ball down. We'll see if they move the chains. And they do. It's a first down for North Forsyth with 3:25 to play. Maybe one more first down does it. Maybe. And now it's a red light situation for North Forsyth as the clock runs. I would be shocked if they snapped the ball with more than 5 seconds left on that play clock. Mites gets everybody set with 7, 6, 5. There's the snap. Handoff to Lucero. Lowers his shoulder, rumbles down to the 26-yard line. Pickup of 4. Tackle made by Blazard as well as Day Hood.
Yeah.
It'll be second down and 6. They can take it down to about 2:20. So they got to get one more first down by the math.
Yeah.
Especially when you factor in a timeout in there.
Question is, when does Harrison take that timeout? You take it after second down or third down?
Or do you save it for offense?
Don't have a lot of time to save it for offense, though. 4 seconds on the play clock. Snap by Mites. Hand off to Lucero. Right up the middle. Lowers his shoulder. He will be short of the line to get down to the 21-yard line. Be a pickup of 5.
Oh, they're moving the chain. Well,
now they got to set the chains back.
That's not a first.
No, the ball's on the 21-yard line.
To get to the 20.
And now the heavy guys come in for North Forsyth on this 3rd and 1. Had to get to the 20. They're on the 21-yard line.
My money's got number 7 toting this rock.
Under center, Patrick Corrigan is behind center. Snap, and there's a flag on the play.
Flinched, the right guard flinched.
1:34 left. It will be procedure against North Forsyth. And so that'll back it up to 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from the 26. I don't think the clock starts.
Shouldn't. No, it should be.
Should be on the snap.
Yeah.
After a dead ball.
I'm watching the white hat just to make sure. Yep, and the clock will stand still at 1:34. 3rd and 6. Still have the heavy lineup in. Corrigan in the backfield with 2 fullbacks as Mites drops under center. Tight end either side. They move into the power I. Snap, handoff, Corrigan left side. Corrigan tries to hurdle through, gets to the 24-yard line, and quickly
Harrison calls a timeout.
Coach Dickman with the timeout. It'll be 4th and 4, and now I think you have to send out the kicker here.
Yeah, with it being, if it was 4th and 1, I might try it, but with it being 4th and 4, you've got to roll the dice and let your kicker, what was it, Swearingen?
Yes.
Josh Swearingen, a senior, come on here for the for the field goal.
So 4th down and 4 will be upcoming. If Swearingen does trot on the field, it'll be about a 41-yard field goal, depending on where they kneel down with the holder, Drew Aucoin. I believe Aucoin does the holding.
I mean, if it was under a minute left, I might try for a first down, but with being a minute and 31, you about got to try to kick.
I'm looking for the kicker out there. See a lot of the offense staying on the field. Brady Mites on the field. May go for the dagger right here.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Offense will stay on the field. It'll be 4th and 4 as the Raider offense will trot out there.
Or do you go hard count and call a timeout?
You do have two timeouts.
You know, even if they do decide, I don't hate it right here. You know, you're deep in your zone, nearly the 20-yard line. Minute 30, no timeouts.
Ball on the Hoya 24. Snap. Roll out to the left.
He's
Mike
got him.
throws it in the flat.
Oh.
Pass is incomplete.
He had him. They had the right play call. They had it.
They got lucky they didn't have offensive pass interference right there.
Threw it out to Wagner, or rather that was Hartsfield. And it'll be a turnover on downs, and now Harrison without timeouts. They have 86 seconds to get into field goal range.
That play right there made Deshaun Watson a Clemson legend.
Yes, they had him. And it was just a little too hot.
So really, you've got to get down to the 38-yard line to have a 55-yard attempt. We saw Lowry knocking those home in pregame.
You can't take a sack if you're Harrison here.
Twins to either side. Richardson in the gun. Snap, straight drop, three-man rush. Steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle. Pass is incomplete, intended there for Jay Ziegler. Owens was also in the vicinity. Second and 10. 26 plus 15, 41 yards you've got to get here. Well, not even that, about 38, 39 yards.
Yeah. To at least have a shot.
Definitely doable in 82 seconds, but got to get some completions. Snap to Richardson. Pressure coming up the middle. Steps up in the pocket, and he will be brought down in the backfield. A host of Raiders in the backfield, led there by 52, Dylan Lurie. Clock running. Harrison's got to hurry back. Not in a rush.
Yeah, I mean, Ziegler just standing down here taking his time. And
3rd and 14, clock under a minute. Twins either side, 52 seconds left. Snap, straight drop, pressure coming, step up in the pocket. Richardson throws it deep, lays it out there, pass is incomplete, the flag comes flying in. It's going to be defensive PI on the nickelback, Bentley Wheeler, who was holding Ziegler 15 yards from the spot. That'll bring it out to the 35-yard line with 41.3.
I don't know if the pass was actually catchable.
You will never know because he was holding him from being able to run downfield.
Yeah, when he grabbed him, that nullified it all from right there.
Richardson did a great job to keep that play alive. So now, ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10, but only 41.3 left because Harrison was not in a hurry to get back to the line.
No.
Yeah, they're going to hear, or especially Ziegler's going to hear about that one when they're watching film next week.
Be sure to stay tuned. Old Dad Wings post-game report coming your way. Final stats and scores. We've got 41.3 seconds left here. Straight drop for Richardson.
Oh, that's a hole.
Thrown up there. Pass is incomplete, intended for Owens, who had a step on his defender, Austin Colon. 36 seconds left.
I swear, number 7, Patrick Corrigan got held on that play because he come off the outside and got turned.
As you hear
the fans.
People in front of us.
Official in the stadium here.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. 36 seconds to play. Ziegler gets set. Twins to either side. North Forsyth fans making some noise. A lot of pressure coming. Richardson steps up in the pocket, throws it underneath. Ziegler with the catch. He's got a first down to the 49-yard line.
Number 13.
Clock will stop to set the chains.
Yep, at 27.5. That's a 14-yard gain. There's the whistle, and there's the spike. Clock never got to get started. Can't stop and start that quick, so 27.5 seconds left, and play clock is running. Nope, play clock resets to 25.
What was that completion? What did he say?
14.
14.
Be 2nd and 10. Say what?
I keep finding myself watching.
2nd and 10. A first down might be enough to get into field goal range.
Need about 20 yards to be comfortable.
Low snap. Richardson straight
There's a
drop pass
hold.
pressure.
Nah, he
And he'll
still
be
got him.
Brought in the backfield. Patrick Corrigan, 20 seconds to go.
I mean, the defender the offensive lineman had a hold of the back of his jersey, and he still got there.
12 seconds, 11 seconds. Harrison going to have a play here. 3rd down and long. 7, 6, 5, 4. Last play of the game. Dropping back, stepping up. Richardson rolls out. Looking deep, pass is caught near the 1st down marker. Owens throws it back to the running back who pitches it back again. Now a forward pass. Ball still picked up. And North Forsyth will bring him down. And that'll be it. North Forsyth defeats the defending 6A state champions in Harrison. Your final score 10-9 as we've got some injured players on the field at the conclusion of that one. That'll bring a damper to this ball club, but a big win for North Forsyth. We'll take a 90-second break, and when we return, we will go into the Old Dad Wings postgame show right after this here on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Wow. Lateral after lateral. Forward lateral.
You got totals for us?
You need these, Walker?
No.
Man, that was a dang good ball game.